Chat, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to WebFishing Wednesdays, dude. Oh, I can hear myself echoing.
Sorry, that's me.
Uh-oh, grounded.
I forgot to turn down that where I watch you for sound check.
Cynthia, how are you?
I'm good. I'm sorry about that. I'm
Nah,
good though. I'm glad to be back.
it's all good, dude. It happens. It's been, I don't know, dude. I don't know, maybe a year since we've done web fishing.
Quite a while for sure.
Let me get my bait so I don't have to do that. So,
I should have went back to look and see how long it's been, but if I had to estimate, like at least 8 or 9 months.
yeah, probably not quite a year, but probably
Yeah.
close. I
Yeah.
bet it's close. And you know, I missed it. It was a lot, dude. I needed the break. I needed the break from it because I mean we've had a lot going on and stuff, but like I did miss it. Like I enjoyed it a lot, but like I was also really new to streaming, so like the scheduling was a real like a real problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. The fact that I've had probably both surgeries since the last time we streamed this.
Yeah.
So that probably did play a big factor.
But even like I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in life, but like outside of that, like I just didn't know what I was doing when I started YouTube and Twitch and stuff. And I did Twitch and everything streaming a little bit before I did with the WebFishing Wednesdays. But I just was really bad at scheduling my videos. You know, they come out at a good time.
And you were doing so many different types. Like you were doing a different day, different thing.
Different video
Basically.
every day, yeah. And
Yes.
I was also really bad about trying to break my videos up.
Yes.
And now I've just kind of learned to like you just drop them drop if you do 3 hour stream, just drop the 3 hour stream on YouTube. You know.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it.
It definitely is. It definitely is. So we got topics, we got games, we got all kinds of stuff.
I'm really excited. Oh, I was also gonna say,
Hmm.
maybe you want to drop I don't know, the code for that lobby in the chat.
Yes. Yep.
I can even type it for you unless you're okay with doing it.
No, I will. I will. You can copy it and send it to like Discord and stuff. I'll drop it in the Twitch at least.
Okay.
Invite
Let
friend.
me go ahead.
Oh, that's not how you do it. It's been so long. I don't even know how to play the game anymore. Show lobby code.
I'm sure you're gonna have to learn it.
It's been forever.
Is it a map code or what is it called?
It's just like a server code, a lobby code, I guess. Let me just see.
Okay.
It's
I'm gonna put
called
it in.
the lobby code.
Okay. Someone said hey already.
I seen that. Welcome to the game. I don't know if they're watching the stream. Welcome to the game.
That was quick.
I didn't. Yeah, I don't know if the game's still popping. It used to be popping, dude. Every time we streamed, like people were just like I wasn't have the server up a few. Oh, it's Lumen Ray. Hey, Lumen Ray. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, what's the lobby code?
I sent it in Twitch.
Oh, okay. I was gonna type it on Discord. Let me go look at it.
Yeah. How are you, dude? I don't know how the game is. I haven't played it since we streamed doing this. But when I used to make a server, dude, it would fill up like within like 5 minutes.
I know it would. I mean, it was really popping.
Yeah, it was crazy. I don't know if web fishing had a moment or if it's still like that. I don't know. Lumen Ray, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to web fishing again. Oh, hold on, that's censored. I can't. I don't know what you said. You probably just cursed me out.
I'm over here
That's
typing in Discord. Sorry.
also I'm good. I don't know what you said the first time. That's something that I've learned in my time streaming since the last dude is not that Lumen Ray. I'm sure I knew it wouldn't say anything crazy. But I just went ahead and censored this over here so people can't say crazy stuff because I spent so much time editing WebFishing Wednesdays because people would just be saying like, I mean, quite frankly, they would just be saying slurs and stuff, and I would have to like, Oh yeah, it's been forever, dude. I actually really miss web fishing, dude. Not even just the podcast part, but I miss the just playing the game with friends and stuff was fun. But yeah, dude, I would spend like hours and hours trying to edit these because I would just let people say whatever they wanted, and there would just be crazy stuff in the chat, dude.
It would get pretty wild.
People
Even
would
the
be
art
playing
sometimes.
music, which is fine, but like it would get copyrighted. I had to like mute stuff. It just was insane. I've come a long way as a streamer since.
It is funny though that flagged her message for saying that.
Right. I don't even know what you could have said that could have got flagged.
Maybe it was, I don't know.
That is a good point. I didn't even stop to think about that. What possibly could have been said that got flagged?
She said, I said this is my first time playing since forever.
Right. Yeah, I saw that, and it's just, there's nothing in there that is even, I don't know. Which is insane that it would get flagged, because if you don't have the censorship on, the things that you can say are just insane.
Mm-hmm.
Just insane. But yeah, dude, I think we were saying, like, we had a lot going on in life, and I just didn't know what I was doing with the streaming and the YouTube and everything, and it was hard to keep it up.
I mean, you were still new to it.
Yeah, and I feel a lot more confident now that, like, I can edit this better, I can make it easier to edit. I'm pretty excited to get back into it.
And, like, stuff we want to talk about as well.
Right. Should we jump into our first topic, you think?
I'm excited. Let's do it.
I got, Chad, let me show you, dude. I got a piece of paper Cynthia printed out of all the things to talk about. I'm professional, dude. I'm ready.
I also have a copy with my own notes. So we're
separate
super
notes.
prepared.
She couldn't share notes with me. She had to have a different... Alright.
No cheating. No cheating.
Our first topic is... Where am I going to sit this? It's Fallout. Luminary, do you like Fallout? Dude, Fallout. Because the second season of the TV show came out, and I think a lot of people, anyone who's seen it would probably agree, it's probably the best show that came out this year. I mean, I'm not a big TV person so much. I'm more into movies. I love film, but like, I guess TV shows are film technically, but I just don't watch a lot of TV, but
See,
never.
I'm on the opposite. I am actually a big TV show person, and you've gotten me into movies actually recent.
Yeah.
The last few years. I'm a big TV show person, though.
I used to be when I was younger. Like, I was really into, The Office, of course, Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Fallout, I would say, got me back into TV. Luminary's never played it. You're gonna be lost, because let me tell you, I've been playing Fallout forever. That was actually the first point I had to bring up. It's just how I got into Fallout is I don't know exactly. Fallout 3, I want to say, came out in 2007 or 8. And I don't know where I got it, to tell you the truth. Like, it might have been a birthday or a Christmas gift or something. But I don't exactly know where I got Fallout 3, but I got it on the Xbox 360.
And what year did you say it came out?
I think it came out in 2008, if I'm not wrong.
So you were like 10.
Yes, which also, 10-year-olds have no business playing Fallout. It's a very mature game.
That's why I asked.
Very mature game. Especially the older ones, I would say, are even more so mature than the newer ones. And that was the first one by Bethesda, because before that they were by a different company, and they were like more, I want to say kind of like top-down games. They were kind of like point-and-click, like RPG-style games. And this was the first one that was more like Skyrim, but like post-apocalyptic. It was 3D open world. And Fallout 3 is good. It really is good, but it's like...
I've heard a lot of good things about it.
It's kind of just good, you know what I mean? I'm not to like hate on it. Obviously, I liked it enough to play it, but it's very empty. I'll say that it's very empty, and that's a lot to do with like the fact that it was an open world game that came out in 2008 that also had RPG elements. It just was a lot. It was a lot to ask of a game in 2008. So it feels very empty, and there's a lot of like kind of, to be frank, ugly textures. The game's kind of plain looking. Not plain, but like gritty. It doesn't look very nice. Which I guess you could argue is how Fallout should look. I kind of agree, but like, I think now Fallout games can look very Fallout-y and still look nice, Back then they just kind of looked ugly.
I
But
think the Twitch went down for a second. I just want to let you know.
no, it looks like it's up, at least for me now.
It's back up now.
Okay.
I just wanted to make you aware.
Thank you.
Sorry for anybody that inconvenience. Keep going. Sorry.
But I played it. I have no clue where I got that game, dude. I was so into gaming as a kid that I would just, who knows, you know.
That's what you got as
That's
gifts,
just every gift I would be like, can I just get a video game? You know, that's just, if I ever found myself some money, dude, if I ever came across an allowance of any kind, I just went and got the first video game I could afford. That was just my life. And I got Fallout 3 at some point, and I loved it. I really did. Even though, like, I didn't care about graphics, especially back then. I still don't really. But I really don't, dude. It was fun enough that I was like, this is really cool. I like it. You know, I played it a lot. And then in 2011, Fallout New Vegas came out. And if you know me in real life, or if you've talked to me online or whatever, and most people who know me know that I'm obsessed with Fallout New Vegas. It's my favorite video game ever.
Never shuts up.
I love Fallout New Vegas. It's the most important thing in my life as far as media goes. Like, some people have, like,
you as a person.
I was about to say, like, some people have, like, oh, this band, this song, this album changed my life, this movie, this TV show changed my life. Fallout New Vegas, the video game, changed my life. And I'm obsessed. I was playing through it, like, off stream recently, dude. I've just been playing it, like, I play it once a year. Like, some people make a pilgrimage to do things. Once a year, I make a pilgrimage to play New Vegas. It's so fun.
That's true, and, like, we've been together 8 years, and I feel like you have played it sometimes more than once a year.
Right, dude. It is.
And I just couldn't get on the train with you.
And it's a dated game. It came out in 2011, and to be frank, it doesn't look that good. Like, even compared to games that came out at the time, it is not a good-looking game. It is the most fun game. I don't know how to. It's like, I love RPG games. I love RPG games, and it is like the purest form of an RPG game there is, in my opinion. There's so much you can do. There's so many ways to solve puzzles and the quest and things. There's so many, like, dialogue options. It's just perfect, you know. It really is perfect, in my opinion. When I tell you obsessed, when I was a kid, obsessed with this game. I would play it and play it and play it for hours and hours and hours. I could probably tell you just about everything about that game off the top of my head. Like, I'm like
you definitely can.
A living, breathing wiki.
You could literally make a YouTube video right now about Fallout 4. No looking up, no researching, off the top of your head. I know you could.
I loved it. And then, so, you know, that was pretty much all that was out for a long time until, I want to say the end of 2015 or early 2016, Fallout 4 came out. And I mean, day one, I picked that up, pre-ordered it, everything, because I was just playing New Vegas the whole time until it came out. And I love Fallout 4. I'm going to talk negative about it. I'm going to go ahead and pre-warn you. I'm going to talk negative about it. And, well, maybe we should wait, because you've recently got into Fallout 4, but maybe we should talk about the show first.
Yeah, you want me to say how I feel about it?
Yeah, like, how did you feel getting into Fallout, just as someone who didn't play the games, but, like, learning about the TV show, you know? I know you knew about it because of me, but...
Yeah, about a year, maybe a little bit over a year ago, I actually tried to play Fallout 4, and I just didn't feel... I didn't make it very far. I probably played an hour, and I was like, I don't like it. And Blake was devastated. Like, I'm going to be honest. He was absolutely devastated that I didn't like the game.
True.
And I only have a PS5, so I couldn't play Fallout 4. But I've seen it, and I'm not good with the bad... What did you call it?
The bad what?
Like how it looks.
Like graphics?
Yeah, I don't like bad graphics. I don't like pixelation. That's just me. I'm weird. I didn't grow up playing video games, so I don't like it.
So you think Fallout 4 has bad graphics?
No, I felt that way about Fallout New Vegas.
You felt okay? I got you.
Sorry.
No.
Let me start that over. So I attempted to play Fallout 4. I couldn't get into it. I just didn't feel connected to it. Played like an hour. And I was just saying that was really my only option as a Fallout game because I only had the PS5. So I didn't even attempt to play New Vegas. That's what I was trying to say.
I see.
Anyway, and then season 1 of the TV show came out, and Blake really was trying to get me to play it again. He's like, "Are you sure you don't want to play it?" And I was like, "I didn't like it." but I really love the TV show. Like, I loved it. Do you want to talk about season 1 a little bit before we go into season 2 and me
Yeah.
playing it, or?
Well, I felt very excited about the show, but I love Fall. It's like my favorite thing, obviously. So I felt
Yeah.
very so it's a known thing for people who like video games that video games that are made into TV shows and the movies are usually not very good. Look at Minecraft.
No.
I think Minecraft's a fun movie. It's fun. It's it's very fun to point at the
It's a good
references.
watch.
Yeah, like if you like Minecraft, it's easy to point at the references. If Fallout would have been that, like the equivalent as the Minecraft movie was, I would have been very upset. I would have not liked that.
All the Fallout fans, something about the Fallout fans, let's say this. Y'all are so freaking opinionated, it is insane. They will, like, crash out. So I think Bethesda knew this when they made the show, because they weren't playing no games.
We're a dedicated fan base. I don't know.
Y'all are. Y'all really are.
And so like the show comes out, I mean, I'm excited. I really was hopeful. I knew that I could be down on it, I could be negative, but I was hopeful that it'd be good. And we watch it. I remember just watching episode 1 and waiting until the end of it, and I would just, well, for one, I can't say I was quiet the whole time. Because you know the meme of Leo every time when he like points at the screen, he's like, hey.
You know I love
You know
that
the one
meme, yeah.
I'm talking about every time anything came up, which I just not complained, but like I didn't want this to be like that, like the way Minecraft was.
Yeah.
And it's not. It has a great story, but it also is that. It also is just like, here's this weapon.
It feels like it's its own game. Like it has its own story, but it's still true to everything that you've learned.
Yes. And I watching episode 1, I was just like, this is gonna be good, dude. I think it's gonna be good. And season 1 was really good. I loved it. I was
so good.
I had a great time watching it. What did you think about season 1?
I really enjoyed it. Like I said, like I had tried to play Fallout. It still wasn't the big enough push to get me to try to replay the game, but I really enjoyed it. And I was really excited when season 2 got announced.
Well, yeah, because okay, so like not to spoil it too much, right? I won't tell you anything about the season 1, except for the way it ends lets you know, BRB, okay, it lets you know that season 2 is gonna at least have something to do with New Vegas, which is an area. It's not only the title of the game; it's like an actual area. It's just Vegas,
Right.
but New Vegas. And I was overjoyed. I was so like excited. Well, I was overjoyed and scared to death because like on one end I was like, dude, New Vegas is gonna be in the TV show. That's crazy. I never would have
Right.
guessed that. But also it's like, now it did a really good job, but it has to continue to do that because if they mess up New Vegas, this is gonna
Y'all are
be
gonna riot.
there will be violence in the streets.
Yes, I agree with that. I think the Fallout fans would have lost their freaking mind.
So we have to wait forever. We rewatched season 1. I play some of the games. Fallout season 2 just happened this year. Or it started at the end of the year. It started at the end of 2025. And it was flawless. It was like a perfect season of television. It was absolutely.
It made me love season 1 even more. I actually went back and watched it twice because I got even more into it. So then I finally picked up Fallout 4 again and absolutely loved it. I want to play it 100 times. And I hadn't even finished it.
I think it's a fair enough thing to say that the villain in the TV show in season 2 may be the best Fallout villain ever.
Yeah,
in my
that's
opinion.
true.
Like people are gonna Fallout fans may disagree because they like to talk about the classic video game debate of well, this villain, this is the strongest character, that's the strongest character, and it's hard to replicate that in a live action series or whatever. But Fallout always does a good job of it's a role playing game and it brings up a lot of moral dilemmas. And man, if the villain he wasn't he wasn't. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's so nice. Thank you. That's why they got off the game. Thank you so much.
She's so crazy.
That the villain. I don't want to spoil anything. You should 100% go watch it if you haven't seen it. But so I will not spoil anything. But just that I will say the villain's not like a strong man like Thanos type who's like,
Not what you would think.
I can beat everyone up in a fight. It takes everyone. I'm too tough. That kind of thing. He is not. He's not strong at all. He's not powerful. He couldn't beat anybody in a fight. He is. I don't know how to.
It's not what you would think. I mean,
It's just not what you would
that's the
think.
honest answer.
I feel
Yeah.
like the game does a good job of like. There's not except for in like Fallout 3, there kind of is to a degree. But even I would say, even though you have to play the game like one way compared to the other, you could still argue that morally you may disagree with the direction the game goes. And all the Fallout games do a pretty good job of like there
Feeling
is
you pull.
there
You feel
yeah
the pull of all the groups.
exactly like there's no right answer. There's no Fallout 4 is the
Exactly.
worst one. I'll go ahead and say that. But all of them to some degree feel like there's not a good answer. Fallout New Vegas is the best, where it's like there's no good answer at all. Like you don't get to choose like to save the world or destroy it. It's not that. You have to decide like what corrupt organization gets to control, this area of the world. And that's just kind of like I feel like this show did a good job of replicating that, where it's like you're not happy with any result. You know what I mean? Like everything's just this
Yeah.
unbearable moral dilemma. And
It's
I thought
Fallout.
it's Fallout. Yeah, it was
I mean,
really
it's
good.
the end of the world. It really is. I don't know if this is a spoiler. I think you kind of said it was season 1 to season 2. And then now season 2 is over, going into season 3. I'm really interested in how they're going to... So basically all the games are different locations. They're going to a location that hasn't been done.
Nebraska,
They
right?
can do... Colorado.
Colorado, yeah.
Yeah, so they can do anything. Like, how does that make you feel as a Fallout fan? Does
I'm-
that excite you, or you get worried still?
It does. No, it excites me and less worried because the first time I didn't know what to expect. I didn't really know it was going to take place in California. But as soon as I knew it was in California, it's like, okay, that's where Fallout 1 and Fallout 2 happened. So like it has some expectation of like it needs to have this in the game. You know what I mean? Like it has to match the game in a certain way. Like if
Had to
things
keep the integrity.
right, if
Yeah.
certain things exist in the first two games and they're not even like you don't have to mention them, but if you go somewhere where those things should exist and they're not there or something, then it's like, what is going on? But they did a good job of it for the most part.
They did.
And Fallout 2 or Fallout Season 2 with New Vegas was, same thing. I thought it's not perfect, but it's hard to transition from a video game to live action,
I think they only changed necessary things, like with, again, we don't want to spoil, but like with the ghouls, they
Yeah.
changed a necessary thing to keep the story making sense.
And some of the areas look a little different than they do in the game, but like you just have to do that. Like the settings in the game aren't necessarily made to be cinematic moments, you know what I mean, in a
Exactly.
TV show. And that's fine. I don't mind that too much.
And
But
also time, all the games
Right.
are set in different times.
that's true too. A lot of time passes. But season 3 taking place in a place that we've never seen in the games is exciting because I don't have the expectation anymore. I don't have like, I hope we see this better be in it. I hope they get this
Yeah.
right. Everything they say will be 100% correct because it's the first time we're exploring it. And that's really cool to me.
Because that's what they do with the games. They make a game and they introduce new things.
Right.
So
And
it's
also,
perfect.
I feel like, because I think I might have even told you, like, going into, like the last episode, I was like, I imagine Season 3 is going to take place in Washington, D.C., because that's where Fallout 3 takes place. And it seems like that's just,
Yeah.
they're going down the games, location-wise. And not that it would have been bad, but it might have gotten predictable if every season was just a game's location, The fact that
Yeah.
it's different, it was like, okay, you blew my expectations out of the water. Now I don't know what's going to happen,
Now I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
So
But-
I'm pretty excited. I really am. I'm excited to see, because also like one of my favorite things about the games is learning about like what happens to the world after nuclear war in this fictional setting, and I like seeing all the different locations. But for the most part, they're mostly either the West Coast or the East Coast. It'll be something different, and it'll be cool to learn like some lore about like what's going on in other places.
Yeah, the other groups, just everything.
Right.
I'm really excited. I mean, I'm kind of new to Fallout, but I'm really excited. I mean, I couldn't recommend the show enough. If you love TV shows, you don't even gotta like the game.
Right, I really
You-
don't
you
think
can
you have
like
to
the
like
show.
Fallout. It does a good job of explaining everything too. You're not going to feel lost, I think.
No, yeah, you're gonna want to play the game so you can understand like like you were saying, that meme of Leonardo DiCaprio like pointing at the screen getting
Right.
excited because it's a reference. You're gonna want to play the game so you can learn the references too.
But so like after we watched, well, it was after we started season 2, but not after we finished it. I think it was like
Mm-hmm.
halfway through watching it. Maybe you decided you're gonna give. Oh, I fell in the water. You decided you're gonna give um it another chance. So like, how did you feel like you would like it more? Were you still nervous about that? How did what was that like?
I was really nervous because I have a hard time figuring out the kind of games I like. You know, and so I had already tried it. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I just really love the show so much. I was like, I want to learn and be excited about the little side things that I don't know about, that I don't understand fully. So it was really nice to just jump into the game and fill in all those little, like, oh my god, that was in the show. Oh my god, this was in the show. Oh, that's what they're talking about. It was really nice to fill in that stuff. I mean, not that they didn't explain it well, just learn more about it.
Right. I think I saw that in real time for you. Not to spoil it, but
Yeah.
the end, like, so the end of season 2, like the end of season 1, the big thing was like kind of like a post credit scene. It was like, oh, New Vegas is next. There was a post credit scene in the end of season 2, and if you haven't played the games, it might not mean anything to you. It doesn't make it any less important, but it may not
Yeah.
mean, you don't have an expectation of what that means necessarily. But Cynthia had actually, I think, just gotten to this part in Fallout 4 where this thing is referenced. So when you saw it in the show, you were like, oh, wow, that's crazy.
Exactly. Yeah. 100%. I mean, it actually makes the show better, and the show makes the game better. Like they really go perfect together.
They really
I
do,
wish I could
yeah.
play the other games, but all I have is a PS5, so I can't. I don't have the opportunity to play the others.
I tell her she can always play on my PC, but I am in here editing most of the time. Between streaming and
I don't.
editing.
Yeah, it's occupied. Just say that.
You do have to play New Vegas at some point in your life. I mean, you just have to.
I do want to. I'm not like I said, when it gets to that, I keep forgetting the word to call it, but the quality of the game,
Mm-hmm.
old school games, I have a hard time liking it. I know that's a hot take, but it's my take.
No, that's fine. I think a lot of people are like that, actually. I think even not necessarily people who are like new to gaming necessarily, but like there are a lot of like modern gamers who like graphics matter to them. I'm not that way, but it's I grew up playing like old games. I grew up with like, honestly, even though it's kind of before my time, I grew up with the NES and the SNES and stuff. So like I've always learned to appreciate games based on substance and not graphics because most of
Yeah.
them all kind of look more or less the same.
I mean, that's kind of true. I get what you're like. I see both sides.
Yeah.
Because you grew up on games, you appreciate them, all the parts of them. I didn't really grow up on video games.
So, coming like now that you've played 4 and you like it a lot, like I want to talk about it, like your thoughts on the game. But before that, why do you think it is you didn't like it initially? Now that looking back,
Well, I will say the first thing that I did not do is pay attention to the actual story. I hate reading in video, so I was immediately annoyed.
mm-hmm.
So I would just click through all the dialogue. And now that I've watched the show, I'm like, I want to know what they're saying. I want to read all the little notes, So I think that was a big part of why I couldn't get into it. Because I was like, this is pointless. Why am I reading all this bull crap?
I feel like I'm the opposite because I grew up playing RPGs a lot. Like Pokemon was like one of my first video games ever, and I just grew up playing a lot of RPGs. Where like even when I stream, like I'm playing Avowed right now, I'm playing through Avowed, and when I stream games like this, I have to remind myself like I'm trying to entertain people, and people are watching me, and they usually don't care about that kind of a thing because I'll sit there and
Right.
read every little silly thing,
Yeah.
Like I'll read a 2-3 long paragraph about like where this temple came from. It really has no importance to the game outside of just extra nonsense lore that you can learn, and I'm love it. I'm like, wow, tell me about who built this temple, and then I'm like, no one watching this cares. Like literally no one. I have to.
Like, I'm reading a book now. I'm straight.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna play Avowed after I beat it and go back and just like play it off the camera and just read everything.
Because you've kind of skipped through.
I
And
just
that's
kind of
not
started
like,
skipping. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
I just
So I
love
think
reading
that
stuff.
definitely played a big part in it for me.
I get that. I
And
do
like
get
what
that.
and what I don't know if this is the right term, but like also like instant gratification. Like I played Slime Rancher, I played Animal Crossing, so I can like go to the little stores and I can buy stuff and I can make everything look cute. Fallout is not a cute game,
No,
so I
it's
hadn't had any experience with that besides like, I mean even Fortnite's kind of cute. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
it was very new to me,
that makes sense.
but now I love it. You know, I love that it's not cute. I love that it's Fallout.
Now that you've played a game like this and enjoyed it, do you think you could give more non-cutesy games a try?
Yeah, maybe I have Borderlands. Maybe I should retry to play that because I couldn't get into it either.
Yeah.
So I could retry that. I also don't like spending money on games, so I'm limited on what I can play. But I could definitely see myself branching out of what I'm used to.
And you know
If
what's
that
so
makes sense.
funny? Because I feel like what you're going through and talking about is something I grew up like anyone any kind of like gamer kid who grows up who maybe has limited resources on how many games they can get.
Yeah.
Is I went through this dilemma a lot where like it's not that I didn't want to spend money as a kid, as a teenager I wanted to spend money, I just didn't have money, you know. I had to wait for my
Mhm.
parents to like have it, like whether it be a birthday or Christmas, or if I came across money somehow. But
You had to have a reason.
right. But like, cause you couldn't just get games all the time, you know. Like when I was at like a young adult, like a teenager, like graduating high school to like a young adult before I got married, I bought so many video games, dude. I probably tripled the amount of video games I had in like a year because
Yeah.
I had spending money and I didn't have adult responsibilities, really. You know what I mean? So like, I bought
Yeah.
video games. But like before that, when I was like growing up, you get so many games a year more or less, and you have like certain times and moments when you get them. You have to kind of like really pick like what you want and when you want it and like things like that, because you don't you know, the opportunities are not always there.
Yeah. I mean,
You,
I'm 26 and I still ask people for games that I want to buy myself for my birthday presents.
it was a real issue for me, like whenever I would get a game that turned out to be a stinker, dude, or not even to be a stinker,
Oh,
but just something I didn't like, you know what I mean?
you
Like I
weren't that
know
into?
there's a game that is very popular. It's a very popular game series called Dragon Quest, and
Mm.
the arts is done by the guy who does Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama. He's, you know, he's passed now, but the guy who did the art for Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball and all those, he did the art for this game,
Mhm.
and it's kind of like a Final Fantasy style RPG game with that art. And I was like, dude, it looks so cool. People love it. This is the first one that came out like since I was old enough to play a game like that, and I was like, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna pick it up. I don't remember. I think I got birthday money, and I got it, and I just didn't really have a fun time with it.
It
And
just wasn't your kind of game.
and yeah, and I would really like sat and played. I played it so much, like not as much as like other games, but I really tried to like play it and enjoy it.
You tried to
And
make yourself beat into it.
yeah, because it's like the game I got for my birthday, you know, and it's like I just didn't like it that much. And it's not that it's necessarily bad. I know a lot of people love those games. I just don't. It wasn't for me, I guess.
Yeah, I
That
get that.
always hurt, dude. That was always bad.
I'm sure because you only could get so many games a year.
Yeah, I do think I'm very lucky in that way though, because I grew up like when I really got into gaming is the era of like the Xbox 360 when I was in like middle school to high school, and this I like to call it like the era of like early online gaming, where like games were like kind of online, but they were more like focused around still playing with your friends and not like strangers, you know, in a team or whatever.
Yeah.
And so like Borderlands 1 and 2, like for good examples, where you could play with like four or you and three friends for playing like a little party, and you could play through the whole story. It's a co-op story. You could play through the whole story as like a group. Like Borderlands 2 came out, and me and my three close friends from high school played it all together, and that was a blast. And tell you the truth, maybe I wouldn't like Borderlands as much if we didn't have that experience, because I don't know if I would have liked it alone as much. But like every game was really fun because I was playing it with my best friends all the time. You know what I mean? Like every game was online mostly.
Yeah, that makes sense. You grew up in the perfect time of gaming.
Yeah,
Because I like games more when I can. Like, I don't think I'd play Call of Duty by myself. But I loved playing Call of Duty with everybody.
Right, yeah, it was a lot of that. It was like the peak of that. It was perfect. I feel like
But I do love
nowadays,
some Call of Duty.
and it's not a bad thing, but like games are so like, it's so expected even just to, like, when you play Call of Duty, like get on the microphone and talk with your teammates. You know what I mean? And it's competitive, and it's kind of awkward because you don't know these people, but you're supposed to be playing like, and maybe some people like that. That's how you meet people, but it's always like a little weird. It's a little off. But when you're playing with just people you talk to every day at school or your close friends or family or whatever, dude, and it's just a blast. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you on that.
But I think that's a big problem with video games in general now. Is I miss the era of like multiplayer games that didn't feel so competitive and stressful. And I don't
feel
know.
like that's a lot of the environment now is like competitive, stressful games.
Yeah, and I don't really know if games are to blame or if we're to blame as players. I don't know, because
I feel like it's part of that. You know what I mean?
you could argue Call of Duty hasn't changed, but we have. You know, I mean, it's changed, but like the game's a little different or whatever. But like, I don't know. You know, that's the thing
I
is,
feel like Call of Duty makes. Maybe this is just me because I'm not a super competitive person anyway. But like Call of Duty doesn't make me feel competitive. Like Fortnite, Marvel Rivals. You know what I mean? People get hot over that stuff.
yeah, those are worse for sure. Hero shooters like Rivals and Overwatch. Those kind of games are a lot worse. They are. The thing is, I'm guilty of this. I enjoy playing them, but I don't always really enjoy playing them. You know what I mean?
I need. You know what? We might need to just take the rest of the stream so you can explain that because I still don't understand how you play a game that makes you angry.
Yeah.
What is fun for that?
It's okay. So like when a game goes bad and things get heated and it's like not fun, then it's not fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's just not fun. It's not enjoyable. But it's the times when everything clicks. When you're not that team that's losing and you're all arguing about why you have 3 DPS and no healers. That sucks. But when you have a team, especially when it's strangers, I think this is the difference, is just playing with people you don't know. When you have people that you don't know who come together and are like, all right, let's all play together. I don't mind playing healer. I don't mind playing tank, whatever. And it works and it clicks, and then you go and you win the game. It feels really good, especially when it's a close game. Like when it works and it's easy, it's great too. But when it's a close game, but you guys just, did everything right and you just edged over the win and you got it, it feels amazing. It's like a great rush
Like when everybody works together.
Yeah, it's and you have to do a good job too, because that's part of it. It wouldn't work if you weren't playing good. So like I also know like I'm being good at the game right now. It's a real rush of a dopamine, but it's mostly bad. It's, you know what I mean? It's really like, it's kind of a drug, dude. It's like chasing a high that you don't get that often.
Yeah. I mean, I feel that way with Fortnite sometimes. Like, I start getting angry, and I'm like, I don't even get angry over games, and I'm getting angry.
Right.
So it will put you on edge.
But, like, sometimes it's just, like, today I was playing Marvel Rivals, and it just was so much, like, not good that I was like, dude, I gotta get off. This is not fun right now.
You weren't getting any satisfaction from it.
My last game, which I'll tell you right now, it's not cool of me. I got heated in the moment. This is not cool of me.
Oh, no.
But I was trash talking my team because we lost, and I checked the stats, and we had 2 DPS, the damage characters, who did not do a good job. And
were you calling people out
Yes,
specifically?
yep.
Or you were just like a broad?
I called out both the DPSs. Well, the thing is, I was on like a 4-game losing streak of just things not working, dude. Things not going well. And I thought I was doing okay in most of those games. And I did really well. In this particular game, I did really well. I was playing as Gambit, a healer. I was doing really well, and I played as the healer. And I had like the second most damage on our team. Our DPSs didn't do anything. So I didn't curse anyone out, I didn't do anything crazy. But afterwards, after we lost the game, I just calmly got into the chat and I said, DPS sold. And I believe that's true. I don't think I'm lying, but I'm realizing immediately that at least some of these people are all friends, because the Venom, who's a tank, who's not the DPS, who I did not call out,
defending them?
Was like, you sold. And I said, what do you mean? How do you mean that? I had the second highest damage as healer, had the most healing, had more assists than everybody.
And what'd they say? What was their
Nothing. They
response?
got off.
They were like,
Which made
well,
me even, it made it even worse because I'm like, no, 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 no. Get back here and explain to
hold
me.
on, come
Yeah.
back.
You get back
I tell
here.
you what. I tell you what. You probably made it on there. I don't want to play with them list.
Probably. Probably.
They're talking bad about my friend.
Because I straight up, I was like, you explain to me. You explain to me how I sold.
Heck no.
But, that was a moment of weakness, dude. I was at my lowest.
And like again, I don't understand how you play those games. Especially you. Some reason you get singled out real bad on those games.
I know, and I'm like, I'm not saying I'm the best player ever in Marvel Rivals, dude, but, like, I'm not the problem. Like, you can look at the stats and, like, alright, I'm not the problem. I don't know. I think I just don't have any friends that play those kinds of games, you know what I mean? I can't play it with you because, like, it's, you don't want to deal with that. I get it.
I can't.
It's terrible.
I just can't do it. I'm sorry.
You just don't want to put yourself through that. I get it.
And the truth is, I just don't care enough. And
Right.
That's probably the problem with me playing games is, like, I need to care. And, like, okay, not to go back to Fallout, but the show made me care about the game. You know what I mean? I need a reason to care about it.
I think that's my problem with the games is I care. I do care. I care so much about winning.
Much.
I want to have fun and be silly and just enjoy my time and play as whatever superhero and have a good time. But I just can't. You know what I mean? When the game starts,
to an extent you can, but once the game starts getting serious, you lock in.
Exactly. Like, it's all fun. But the second, like, like, I see an Iron Man, like, coming up from behind us, and, like, the DPS isn't catching it, and I'm like, hey, hey, catch the Iron Man, you know what I mean? And they keep letting the Iron Man slip by, and I'm like, catch the Iron Man, and then it snowballs into rage.
Yeah. No, it definitely does.
Now I start chatting with my own team, I'm like, you need to get off of DPS. You're not catching the Iron Man. You're doing a bad job. I'm playing healer, and I've got 20k healing, but my talent's wasted. Swap with me. I'll catch the Iron Man. And then, we start fighting. And it's not always me. Other people do it, too. It's just...
No, they definitely do.
I'm not even that bad about it. It's when I get on a losing streak, and then I'm really bad about this. This is true even at games where, like, I'm not that toxic. I have... I don't know what else to call it. Team captain syndrome. Main character syndrome, even, maybe, where, like,
oh yeah, you definitely got that.
When I'm playing a video game, I'll start telling other people what to do. I did it today in a game we won, and I think that's the reason we won, but that's my toxic trait, is I thought that literally I led our team to victory with my words, because we were winning a game, and then we had a healer swap to a tank, so we had we had initially had 2 tanks, 2 attacks, 2 healers. We had a healer swap to tanks, so we had 3 tanks. I wasn't mad, but I noticed we were losing pretty bad all of a sudden. So I got in chat and I said, hey, why do we need 3 tanks? What's going on here? Someone elaborate with me. And the person literally wrote back, not even the person who picked the 3rd tank, like, this was the first tank on our team, wrote back, I'd rather have 3 tanks than 3 DPS. I'm like, okay.
That's not what I said.
I'm not a 3rd DPS, I'm just the 1st or 2nd one. It's not relevant. I'm asking why we have 3 tanks and not 2 healers. And
exactly. You didn't specify what they should have been. You're saying it's not equal.
I don't even think you have to do that. So, like, professionals don't play that way. Like, but, like, the thing is, you're not professionals. You need a cookie cutter, like, way to play this game. You need to go off the suggested the tutorial way to do it, because you're not very good at the game. But that's my toxic trait, is I thought that I had somehow the authority to tell these people how they should be playing Marvel Rivals. Even if we did win, maybe it's not my place to be like, hey, you need to stop playing tank.
Yeah. I might have to agree with you on that.
But that's, I don't know. Maybe those games just aren't good for people. And I don't know.
I think they're bad for the gaming industry. Is that the right word?
Yeah. But as a whole, I think games are now made to sell skins, especially like free games, and that's kind of bad, because then it's like, I feel like games can be less quality, or they're just made to be competitive. They're made to be like, you want to be good at this game, and when you get good at it, you want to spend money on skins so that, like, you are also the best looking Iron Man in the game, on top of being the best. It's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and like, It's different but kind of similar in Fortnite. It's free, but you can spend money on the skins, and then at the same time, they're constantly updating it. It's
Yeah.
all the time. Every 30 days, something is different, and you can never get used to anything. So it basically feels like a new game all the time.
That's
There's
yeah.
something new to if you take a month off of Fortnite, you won't feel like you don't know how to play,
Yeah.
or you don't know where you are. You're gonna feel lost a little bit.
I feel like that's a lot of games too. Like Marvel Rivals had an update, and like I'm following it right now, so like I kind of know what's going on. But like
Yeah.
you can play it, and then you just take the wrong like week off, and you come back, and now the character you play is not very good, or is good all of a sudden, or you know what I mean, like because they change things so often. I have a real beef with Fortnite. I mean, you know this, but like. So it was a thing like maybe a month ago, maybe less, where they took away the what do they call it? The thing that makes you like fly around, the purple thing. The little
Purple?
grenade you throw down and it like is it called the
impulse
impulse?
grenade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that. I'm not very good at Fortnite. People who are good at Fortnite use that. When I see someone use that, I go, nope. I'm walking away. If you know how to use that properly, you're a sweat.
Go ahead. Yep, that's what I was about to say. If you know how to use that, I don't need to be fighting you. I ain't got no business.
I feel the exact same way. And so they took that out of the game because I don't know if this is the reason. It's speculated they took it out of the game because a streamer who plays Fortnite like exclusively complained about it. So they took it out. I actually liked that. I mean, because I just don't like the thing, and I was like, okay, Fortnite's kind of fun right now. It's kind of good. It wasn't gone like maybe a month, like I said, and everyone else complained about it, and they put it right back in the game, and I was like, okay, well, the thing about it's a pro and a con of like games like Fortnite, especially Fortnite. If you dislike the game where it's at right now, that's fine. Give it a few weeks, it'll change. But if you enjoy it, it's too bad because it won't be this. Yeah, give it a few weeks, and you might not.
Give it a week or two, they're going to update it, and you're going to be pissed.
Right now, there's a sword from K-pop Demon Hunters, which I love K-pop Demon Hunters, love them. But there's a sword from the the show or whatever, the movie that is like a weapon in the game, and I feel like it's ruined the game. I'm like, I don't want to play it right now because everyone's just grabbing that sword, and it's like, oh, this was a game, a third-person shooter. All of a sudden, it's just who can get the sword and hit each other the fastest. I don't know, but that's whatever. I don't even, it'll take someone smarter than me to solve the free-to-play video game model. Scholars debate that on podcasts every day. They're, podcasts dedicated to solving things like this. I don't know.
I feel like it's a never-ending issue.
Yeah. I've been really enjoying totally full-priced paid games that are single-player more so recently.
Or just like cheap games on Steam.
Yeah.
You get a lot of those.
Oh yeah. I love a good little cheap indie game, dude. So
that's kind of what you've been playing in between,
That's true.
WebFishing. Besides, Avowed and stuff.
Right. Speaking of, so we were talking about Fallout, and we kind of got off topic, but
Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's perfect. That's the point of talking. If you have been. Do you want to talk about what we're doing next week or maybe next 2 weeks? Is it
next 2 weeks?
Yeah, the Fallout party.
Oh! I'm sorry. We talked about this in the beginning. I forgot to put that part on my note.
Whoops! Unprepared.
But yes, so Blake's birthday is next week. He's gonna be. Can I say how old you're gonna be?
Yeah, old.
Yeah, old as heck. He's gonna be 29, on the 25th. But on the Saturday after, we're having a Fallout birthday party. I'm throwing it. It's not necessarily just straight up Fallout themed. It's Vault Tech themed. And if you've watched the show or played any of the games, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm really excited to have it, centered around what we've really been into right now.
I'm excited. It looks cool. I obviously don't know everything because it's a party for me. So, but like some of the decorations and like things like that I've seen, I'm pretty excited. My favorite thing, well, not my favorite thing, but like something I think is really cool. there's gonna be like a food table, like a food, I guess setup, you know, and every food is gonna be like Fallout themed.
Yep, I've made tags for them. We've planned out certain foods that are in the game, and also you're even wearing your Vault Tech shirt
I
right
am.
now.
I don't know
That's
if you
for
can
the
see it.
party.
My Vault-Tec shirt. I'm covering it, dude. The camera's weird.
Okay.
It's backwards.
It's okay.
It's,
Well, they can see the color. It's good enough.
I pulled it up. I
But
think they saw it.
okay, you know it's. Oh, I see it now.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a little delayed.
Yeah.
But we're really excited. Blake doesn't know all the decorations. We'll try to take some pictures and post them maybe in the Discord. So look out for that. Not this week, but the next weekend.
I can't
So you
wait,
can
dude.
see. I know. I don't want to spoil anything on the stream. That you don't already know about. But if you've seen anything with the games, anything with the show, basically, I'm ripping it right out of the TV show of the Vault Tech party that they have in there. I mean, down to the cake.
Oh, yeah.
I guess you know about that. I can say that.
Yeah.
We're doing the Jello cake.
There's
from
a
the
yeah.
show,
There's a Jello
which is
cake.
literally, yeah, it's
And-
a whole sheet cake with 2 layers of Jello on top, and we're doing it. Blake's grandma is helping, and I'm so excited. She's making the cake.
It's in the very first episode of season 1 of the show, and it's my favorite part of all of season 1 because there's like there's an incident that happens, and there's a guy rolling this cake they have like it's not one time though either. They have this cake with the 2 Jellos on
All
top
the time.
like constant. They always are having it for every event, and
Everything.
when someone's rolling one out and there's something crazy going on in the vault, and this other character runs by and goes, "Get that Jello mold out of here."
And we literally say it all the time.
I quote it all the
I
time.
knew we had to do that. Yeah, I knew we had to do that for the party. Like I said, all the food, the decor is gonna look like what it looks like in the show. I'm just really excited. I also love birthdays way more than Blake does. And so this is my first time after being together for 8 years that I've gotten to throw him an actual birthday party, like with people coming, and I'm very excited.
Don't let her lie to you. Well, she threw me a birthday. I think it was last year. It was Sonic themed. But the thing she got me that I love the most, of all the cool things she got me, is you probably have seen it on TikTok. There's these little monkeys, dude. They're little monkeys that are kind of like, I don't know. They're weighted. They have like beads in them, and you can like punch this sucker, dude, and it'll like it'll keep the punch indent. And so like,
oh, it's sand. It's sand.
Sand.
It's not beads.
Okay.
Sand. Yeah.
And so like, a lot of people, they'll throw them off of stuff and they'll kind of splat or whatever. Well, I'll go around the house, and I'm turning 29. I would go around the house for months with this little monkey I got, dude. And I would, also, I named it Diddy. Cynthia told me I need to stop calling it that after,
after the
Sean
documentary
Combs.
came out.
But
Yeah.
I just kept calling him Diddy. I didn't care, dude. But, but, I would just carry this monkey around and do like wrestling moves. I would like drop kick it and stuff, and it would just be all messed up. It's funny, dude.
Even our niece loves it. Blake showed her how to hit it. Our niece's name is Naomi, and he showed her how to do it, and she loved it. She thought it was hilarious.
It is. It's the best thing.
I also was gonna say, I didn't say I've never done anything for your birthday. I always do a theme every year. I've done, because you're Irish, I've done like an Irish birthday. I've done Sonic. I've done Pink Cowgirl or Cowboy.
Oh, yeah.
I do a theme every year. This is the first time I'm throwing you a birthday party where people are coming over with food and birthday cake.
That was a good one because that was a perfect storm of Chapel Roan had just gotten big, and I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2 for the first time.
And that's exactly why I did it. I was like, you're Pink Pony Girl.
It was great. I loved it.
Well, you're Pink Pony Man, I guess.
Pink Pony Boy.
Man, let's go with man.
All right. My bad. No Diddy.
No, yeah. No association.
What is next on our docket? That was the first topic. It's been an hour almost, and we've only knocked out one thing.
Whoopsies. I knew we could talk about Fallout forever because we love Fallout.
All right, next up. Oh, we used to do these a lot, dude. Chet, you'll probably remember these if you, Luminary. You probably. Well, hold on. I got a fish, dude. You know how this goes.
Gotta get that fish.
I'm known, I think, for 2 things, dude. I stream I tried to stream. I don't know if I'm good at it. And I use Canva to make stuff a lot.
And they're very simple. Let's just say that.
Very simple. So let me pull this up.
But I love them. It's like you think outside of the box, but you also keep it simple. I like that.
Yeah. Where is... There we go.
And it should only have like a 10-second delay for me.
One second. Okay, I think we're good. Bam. There we go. Perfect. Alright, chat. So, obviously, we didn't do the web fishing videos in January to do top 10s for the year. So, it's a little late, dude. It's kind of the mid to end of February, but we're doing our top 10 movies of 2025.
Yes.
Hold your applause, chat. Hold your applause.
Wait, how come I don't see it on TikTok? Am I crazy?
You don't? Oh, I have to change it on TikTok. I'm glad you said that. You're not crazy.
I was like, wait. I thought I was going crazy because I was like, hold on, that's what I watch.
Nope, you're not crazy at all.
Because Twitch has a, like, 60-second delay where TikTok only has, like, a 10.
There we go. Now do you see it?
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see it.
Perfect. I'm just have to change that one manually, dude. I just have to go back and forth with that one. Also, if you're on TikTok, dude, and you want to chat, I try to check TikTok as often as I can when I stream, but for this, it's a little hard because it's kind of interactive. So if you want to be on Twitch, I'll see your chats more, but that's, you know, that's up to you if you prefer TikTok, whatever. I'm just letting you know.
I can also call out the TikTok chats as well.
Okay, I don't want to miss anybody. I'm just letting you know. I might, you know, I'm paying more attention to Twitch. But, here we go, dude. Our top 10 movies of 2025. I will say, I consider myself kind of a movie buff. Not a movie bro. Not a movie bro. Not a film bro. I think there's a difference.
Let's go ahead and, show us the deal.
Oh.
What is the difference?
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you so much. The difference between a film connoisseur and a film bro.
Okay.
Film bros have bad opinions, quite frankly. It's toxic masculinity. And they're trying to take over the hobby, dude. They think they like artsy movies, and they don't even understand the damn movie, quite frankly. They're like, I like Fight Club. They don't even know what it's about. That's my take.
So what are their takes on stuff? Like, are they very, like, against women? Like, why are they bros? You know what I mean?
It's just a thing. It's like you're a film bro. It starts in college. Like, you go to college, you watch, like, some, like, highly critical, like, big-time movies by, like, these famous directors, and you start remembering, like, two directors' names. You know, Quentin Tarantino and I don't know, other directors, you know.
Oh, you start caring about that stuff.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, I'm a film bro. I know everything about film. And then they'll watch movies and not get it. And also, if there's any kind of feminism in a movie, they hate it. Like, film bros notoriously do not like Midsummer, whatever you call it, Midsummer.
Yeah.
Film bros notoriously do not like Midsummer. It's my favorite movie of all time. So they just, I don't know, any kind of thing with feminism, they don't like it. Which I'm not saying films have to have feminism to be good, or I'm not trying to be like that, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, they like movies as long as it fits their ideas.
Okay, I see what you're saying. That's why you have bro at the end. Okay, keep going.
That's not, I mean, I didn't make that term either. That's like a thing, but yeah.
No, I know. I was just, I just didn't know where it came from.
Right. So that's what I think a film bro is. But anyway, yeah, I'm not a film bro. I'm a real film fan. I think I am anyway, because I make this list. We put it together. Me and Cynthia.
I think it'll reveal that you're like, you just love movies because it's so diverse.
That's another thing too. Film bros are like, oh, I didn't like the Minecraft movie because, whatever, dude. Yeah, no, it wasn't a deep movie about, like, something philosophical. It's still a good movie. It's still fun. I'm not telling you it's like, you know what I mean, like the next, like, important thing, but it's good. You can still like it. But I thought I liked movies. I thought I was big into movies. try to put this list together, and I'm realizing I only watched like 10 new movies from last year. So these are like all the movies I've watched.
I basically didn't put like 2 movies in here.
There's one more. There's one more I didn't watch that I noticed, and I'll just go ahead and tell you it's not on this list, and thank goodness it's not, because I almost put the remake of War of the Worlds with Ice Cube on here at number 10, and I was like, oh man, please tell me.
I couldn't believe you were about to put that.
Please tell me I watched another movie besides that, dude, because I watched a lot of movies I'd never seen, but they weren't necessarily new last year, you know.
Andrea said, "Hey, I joined at the right time."
Yay. What's up, Andrea? But yeah, so like I realized I didn't watch enough movies as I wanted to last year. I'm gonna try to watch more. It's not great because we haven't been at all in January, and so far we haven't been again in February. And we have movie clubs, so we get free tickets every month, and we still haven't been. We got some
stacked up.
Yeah, we got some stacked up for sure. But anyway, I guess without further ado, here's our our number 10. Cynthia, would you like to go first, or do you want me to go first this time? You want to go back and forth?
Go back and forth. Yeah, okay. Go back and forth.
I'll go first this time. My number 10 movie of the year was Wicked for Good.
Yes, okay.
So, I want to say, just because it's number 10 doesn't mean I don't think it's a good movie. I think it's pretty good.
Top 10.
Top 10. Just so happens it's how many I saw, more or less. I think it's not as good as Wicked 1. I'll go ahead and say that. I liked Wicked 1 a lot more, but I knew that was going to be the case. When I watched Wicked 1, because I've seen the musical. I actually did show choir in high school, and we had to watch it. Our teacher made us watch it a lot. Like, if we weren't, like, if it wasn't in season to, like, compete, we were, like, watching musicals and learning about them. So I've seen Wicked a few times, and, on Broadway.
And I don't need to comment on how I feel about Wicked yet, right?
You can
get to mine.
Comment, I guess, on my placement if you want.
I mean, I think it's a little wild, but I also understand. I have a different perspective. I'm gonna say that.
That's fair. So, like, when I saw Wicked, the first one, I knew, and I told Cynthia this. I was like, I'm sure the second one's gonna be good and everything, and the acting in these movies is phenomenal. I love the actors. A lot of people don't like Ariana Grande and Cynthia. That's fine. I don't know them as people. I'm not speaking of them as people. They're great actors. They're great singers. I think they're phenomenal at doing, like, musicals and every, they're
Jonathan
great.
Bailey.
Jonathan Bailey stole the first movie, dude. I love him. He's great.
And if you watch Bridgerton, you already know he's amazing.
He's the GOAT. But when I watched the first one and I saw all this, I didn't know where the movie was going to start and where it was going to end. I knew it was going to start in the beginning, but I didn't know where it was going to end for the musical. I didn't know which songs would be in which side. So when I saw where the first one ended, I was like, oh, literally all the best songs were in the first movie. Yeah. Like there's one good song that like is going to be in the second one. All the best songs they went ahead and spent that on the first movie. So I knew the second one just wasn't gonna musically. It wasn't gonna have the oomph that the first one did. That the play's the same way. The musical and everything the same way. It's starts off really strong and I'm not saying it ends poorly, but like the later songs aren't as good. But that's really it. The acting was fine. It has a really good scene where Ariana Grande and Cynthia get in a fight. That cracked me up. I laughed out loud in the theater.
One of the best scenes. It was so good.
So that's my take. Are you ready for yours?
I'm ready. My number 10 is Minecraft.
Yay.
So the reason I put it at 10 is kind of, honestly, I'm an emotional gal. So all the other ones that I have on my list really made me feel... I love them. Like, I deeply love them. Minecraft, I wasn't a Minecraft person before I watched the movie. Kind of like Fallout. But it got me to play Minecraft, and I actually really enjoyed it. So, I that's why I put it at 10. I still really like it, but it wasn't, like, my favorite movie of all time.
I think that's fair. I think that's a fair estimate of, like... I think that summarizes Minecraft as a whole as, like, a good movie. Nobody's favorite movie.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great movie. I really enjoyed watching it. I love talking about it with people who love Minecraft. Like my sister is really into Minecraft. You like Minecraft a lot.
Yeah.
Even Jacob, your brother, likes Minecraft. So it was nice to talk to everybody about it and just kind of have a little community of Minecraft.
And also, it's like you don't have the nostalgia for it. You know what I mean? Like you said, like this was like kind of like some of your first like interaction with Minecraft. So That's that's fair. That maybe not be as high as for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Ready
That's
for
really
number
all I have to
9?
say about it. Kind of a little simple. Yeah.
No, I think that's makes sense. Your number 9 is
Fantastic Four. The reason I put it here, it was a really, really. I mean, it's hard, give
mhm.
you a reason of why I put it like lower on the list. It doesn't mean it was a bad movie. It was a great movie. I really thoroughly enjoyed the movie. Actually, um, I don't have anything negative to say about it. I just put it at number 9. Based on the other movies.
Yeah, that's fair.
All
I
right, your
actually
turn.
I have something similar but more to say, but I feel the same way. My number
Okay.
9, Fantastic Four.
Oh, nice.
And we don't know each other's, by the way. We did this without telling each other. I know they're next to each other, and you would think, but like I did my half and covered them up, and then let Cynthia do her half and covered them up, so we don't know each other's placements.
That's why my name's Fancy, because I changed mine. He didn't know.
Yeah, mine's like in Times New Roman or whatever. So so yeah, Fantastic Four is my number 9. It's a fine movie, dude. Let me tell you, Marvel. I don't want to say Marvel flopped this year, and you'll see why later. Marvel did not flop. But Marvel's been on whether it's my opinion or not, Marvel's been on a decline according to its audiences for the past several years, and we're gonna get to it. There was a competing company who made a movie that did not flop, and so I don't think
Right.
this was the year to play it safe with their superhero movies, and this is the safest superhero movie I've ever seen.
Exactly. It was like, it's to the point. It is what it is.
It's superheroes. It kind of just skims over their origin really quick. It shows them saving the day all the time. They have a big bad, dude. They struggle. They beat the big bad. Little post-credit scene of like, whoa, that's gonna happen next, and that was it, dude. You know what I mean? There was nothing. I could have written this movie. I'm not gonna lie to you. This was the most basic plot to a superhero movie ever. This is the most superhero movie since Iron Man 1. It was so to the
Cookie
point.
cutter,
Yes,
if you will.
and in a year where they just needed something special, it just it's fine, but like it got overshadowed heavy.
And the actors, oh my god, the actors are amazing. I want to say that because Pedro Pascal's in it, the guy who plays Eddie in Stranger Things. I don't really know the lady,
The guy
but they're
who plays the Thing is the cousin in the Bear.
okay. That makes so much sense. Yeah, like these are amazing actors. Like they're so good.
Oh yeah, the acting was great. It's nothing wrong. That's the thing, is there's not a bad thing to say
There's
about
no
the movie.
negative.
There's
Yeah,
just nothing very special about it.
yeah, I agree. I mean, I loved it, but there was just, nothing that moved it up higher. Let's just say
Right.
that.
Well, then I guess we'll go to number 8, and my number 8 is the
Oh,
Minecraft
I'm
movie.
excited. Oh, nice. Pretty close.
So, I mean, I feel differently because I had a lot of stuff. I've played Minecraft, or at least I've known about it. I didn't always play it. The first, which whether you like him or hate him, I'm not even bringing him up to whatever. It's like my first interaction with YouTube ever was a very old YouTuber. Some people may know, some people may not. Tobuscus, Toby Turner. He's controversial. He's been canceled or what. I don't know about any of that, dude. I'm not really trying to talk about that. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't watched him in a long time. He kind of is for kids. I grew out of it. But he got me into Minecraft since it, like, not when it released, like when it was in beta, when it was like testing. Like I've been watching Minecraft for a long time, since like pretty much
You
YouTube's
pretty much always
existed.
been in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
since Minecraft has existed, I've known about it. And so Minecraft is very near and dear to my heart in some ways. I'm not that huge of a Minecraft fan like some people are. There's people who've probably been playing it 2 years who know way more about it than me. But it's been a part of my life for a long, long time. And so I felt very nostalgic about it in a lot of ways. It was very fun. I mean, I don't feel like I have a take that most people don't. Like, it's fun. It's not that great of a movie outside of that, but it's not a bad movie. It's a fun time, dude. We really had a blast going to watch it, I feel like.
We really did. We had a great time.
So that's all I really can say about it. It's just a fun watch if you like Minecraft.
Yep. Or even if you don't.
Even if you don't.
It's
not
a fun movie.
Yeah. Cynthia's number 8
Is Thunderbolt. So, and again, it's kind of the same answer, as the last few movies. It's not that it's not good. I literally have nothing negative to say about it. It's a great, I mean, it's a wonderful movie. I love this movie. Also, love the actors. The guy, obviously the sheriff. Can't think of his name right now. From Stranger
Hopper.
Things. Yep, Hopper. You got um the girl from Midsommar. Can't think of her name either right now. Anyway, I really love them. They're great. I love them. I have nothing negative to say about the movie. Go ahead.
Talking about Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh. Thank you. Sorry.
You're welcome. All right, my number. Oh no, I guess it's your turn. Your number 7.
My number 7 is Bring Her Back. This is a scary movie. If you haven't seen it, it is creepy as heck. I mean, it is creepy. I love a good creepy movie. I also am a big scaredy cat. So, watch at your own discretion. It's a really great movie. It's very artistic. It's really good. Yeah, I honestly am a little speechless about all these because I don't know what negative to say about them.
Okay.
You can go ahead.
All right, my number 7 is Thunderbolts.
Oh, nice. Close
So,
again.
like compared this to Fantastic Four, a
Mm-hmm.
lot more fun. You know what I mean? A lot more like entertaining,
Yes.
interesting. I just cared more about the characters. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Which is crazy because I grew up watching Fantastic Four. I like Fantastic. I read comic books about the Fantastic Four. I like them, but like it just fell flat in a lot. Like I don't know, like falling flat maybe is harsh.
It's
it did-
repetitive.
It's
been
repetitive.
done so many
It's
times.
been done. It was nothing new. This was the total opposite. This was something entirely new. It was all the villains or whatever. Which I mean that's been done in comics or whatever. But pretty sure it's
Yeah.
the first time the MCU's done something like it.
And
These
also
are
extending on stories. I love that. I'm a good story person. So, the MCU expanding their universe, continuing the story. I love that about it.
But I'll say, and I hate that this one's so low because this was actually the first movie I saw in the year, I believe. And
Yep,
I was
it
like,
is.
dude, this is going to be a hard movie to beat. And now it's at number 7. So, I mean, these are high quality movies up in to the
They
top of
really
this
are.
list. The thing that I think Fantastic Four was missing, that this one was not, is it had a message. It had something to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fantastic Four, I couldn't, I mean, parenting, I guess, but it fell flat.
It's been done, yeah.
Not only has it been done,
so-
but like it barely came across. You know what I mean? It was basically like, oh, I'm a mother and I love my
No, I
parents.
agree.
What decent mom doesn't love her kids? You know what I mean? Like Thunderbolts was about mental health, which is I think a topic anybody can, some degree, can relate with. People have probably struggled or seen someone struggle with mental health, and I think it sounds weird to say like a superhero movie about mental health came across as like very like mature and well thought out, but I really feel like it did handle mental health in a strong and powerful way. I think it did a good job of representing depression and what that feels like. Now, I'm someone who's
Grief,
like I've
too.
dealt with like some depression throughout my life, and I felt like it did a great job. Grief. Yeah, I just feel like it touched on a very serious topic in a way that I bet a lot of little kids could take a lot away from. I think
Yeah.
it was. I think that's where it succeeded. Where I think Fantastic Four failed is simply that it had something to say and it said it.
I agree. You're much better at talking about the movies, how you feel about them than
That's
me.
because I'm really into movies.
I know. I mean, I like movies that just have a hard time articulating. Like, everything you've said, I've agreed with it.
Thank
Sounds
you.
wicked.
I mean, I agree with you too, though. To be fair, I mean, these are good movies, dude. These are really good movies.
Yeah.
My number 6 is Together.
Oh.
This may be the most complicated movie I saw all year. I really didn't know where I thought this. When I watched it, I didn't even know if I liked it, to be honest. Like
No, I feel the same way.
I mean, I felt very, very complex with this movie. I didn't know what to think about it. I felt a lot of things and also just nothing. It was strange. One of the stranger movies I've ever seen. And
But also great.
it was good. I love the actors, Dave Franco and I guess Allison Brie, which they're married. I didn't know until after I watched it and I found this out that they're actually married in real life, which is kind of crazy.
It's insane.
My only complaint with the movie, and this is going to be weird, it's number 6, and it's the first one I have a complaint with, but I think that just says a lot about how good it was. Also, it's artsy, which I don't know,
Yes.
artsy movies are just cool and fun and different. You know what I mean? Like it kind of gets a bonus over being a superhero movie for being artsy. You know,
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
because it tried something unique and different. But
It went out of the box.
it did, yeah. This one did, yeah. It not only like is the premise of it weird and strange and interesting, the the writing, the pacing, what this movie, the genre of it was weird. It starts off like a thrilling horror movie with like this underlying issue of like relationship stress and drama and tension, and then somewhere halfway
You're
through
stressed the whole movie, by the way.
yeah,
You're
it's
literally stressed out.
for a lot of reasons. It's got these
Yes.
like these very eerie moments. These two people are unhinged humans who are like, what are you two doing? Get your life together.
They suck at
They
being
kind
in
of
a relationship.
they suck at being people, low key.
Yes.
But at some point, it goes from this very dark, like dramatic, spooky, weird, eerie movie to being like almost a comedy. You know what I mean?
A little bit of a comedy in there, yeah.
There,
a little funny moment.
it's not very long, but there's like a 20 to 30 minute part of this movie where it's not only like it's not like a scary movie with a couple of one-liners that are funny. I'm talking about the tonal shift of the movie becomes like it's just constantly cracking jokes and doing like humor. You know, like, and there's still this weird like stuff going on, and there's like this strange tension or whatever. But all of a sudden, the characters are just cracking up and telling jokes, or not cracking up, but like they're like giving out zippy one-liners, and it's just like that. At first, turned me off of the movie. I was like, this is not good. And
I remember you in the theater in the moment were like, what was that?
yeah, yeah, I was. But then the plot twist was so. It's weird because, and Cynthia will tell you, I'm not lying when I say this. I'm really good at predicting movies. I predict almost every movie I've ever seen in my life. Like, I can watch a movie in like 10 minutes. And I can tell you what's gonna happen. Like, it's kind of crazy.
And you also can't stand for stuff to go unanswered. Like,
yeah,
you'll be like, what happened? If I've seen it already and you know?
and but so like, this movie did a good job of like, because sometimes things are like very predictable and that's boring, or they try to do this thing where they're like so unpredictable that they almost don't make sense, or it's like, okay, you tried to hide the ending or the twist or whatever, but you tried to hide it so much that it's like not good. You know what I mean? It's like
now it doesn't make sense.
Doesn't follow along with anything. This one, where it's like I noticed some things were off, but it was like obvious, but I still couldn't put my finger on it. And I like that, honestly, that alone, like the twist of it was like kind of like, it got me, you know what I mean? It got me.
It got me. Whew.
Just a bizarre movie. I mean, I could go on and on. It's just weird,
I think
but
it's a good watch, though. Honestly, it makes you feel everything, like every emotion you've ever felt.
It's strange. I mean, art is supposed to make you feel something at the end of the day, so that's what it did.
So it does.
Well, anyway, here's your number 6.
My number 6 is Together.
Oh. Well, okay. What did you think about this weird ass movie?
I literally agree with everything that you said. It's a great movie. It's just, it's uncomfortable. I mean, that's the best way to describe it. You literally feel so intense, so uncomfortable.
It's not a movie you go sit down and relax. And I would not take a date to this movie, and unless you just don't care about the movie. Like,
or if you've been married for a long time like us.
Yeah, if you're very comfortable with someone, yeah. But like a first date, because I'm going to tell you right now, if you have any interest in this movie at all, you're going to be like, dude, I can't even think about you right now, because you never feel safe or comfortable watching this.
You don't. No, but it's really good. I agree with everything you said.
Okay, you ready to move on?
I'm ready to move on.
Your number 5 was...
Weapons.
Nice.
Okay, this movie, oh my gosh. Okay, I just want to highlight myself. Please recognize the comic book version of the poster. Thought it was really cool. I thought you would like that.
Okay.
Anyway, I really love the movie. So creepy. We literally went and saw it in theaters twice. That's how much we liked it. It was so good, and it creeped us out. I mean, that's the best way I can describe it. It creeped us out. We want to know more. We want a backstory. We want everything that goes with it. And then finding out it's like based on a real thing that happened, we were both like, oh my god. So yeah, What about you?
My number 5. You want to hear something crazy before we go on?
What?
TikTok just told me my live on TikTok. This is why TikTok sucks. I'm about to rant on TikTok while I'm live on TikTok because I hate TikTok.
Oh no.
It just told me my live's going to be restricted because it's got uninteresting and repetitive content.
What the heck?
I mean, what does that mean? What am I? What am I? Whatever.
I'm over here liking it. I mean,
I don't care, dude. TikTok's a flop of a app anyway. Number 5 for me is Mickey 17.
nice.
Dude, so
I
I don't
love that movie.
I don't even know how much I can talk about this without spoiling it because I think you should watch it if you haven't seen it. It's obviously got the GOAT, Robert Pattinson, dude himself. He's got him a lot in it. It's got him quite a lot in this movie. It's a sci-fi movie. It's by A24, so let me tell you something off the bat. Oh, also, I don't know if you said it, but Bring Her Back is also by A24. But yeah, this is by
I didn't say it. Yeah, if you know anything about me and Blake, A24 is going to be on our top list. We love their movie.
They just make banger after banger, dude. They don't make bad movies. And Mickey 17 is no different. It is just...
I actually have a comment on this one, if you don't mind me interrupting you.
No, go ahead.
Is Robert Pattinson, he's known for Twilight.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he's done other things, but I feel like this really showcased him. I mean, he did Batman. We all know that. But I think this really showcased him as a great actor, in my personal opinion.
Right.
Because even Batman was still dark like Twilight. So I just think it really showed how great he was. That's all I want to say.
Yeah. And I'll say, it's one of those movies. It's been done before. I don't want to talk too much about it, but he plays multiple characters. Like, he acts as multiple characters with different personalities, and like he does a good. You know what I mean? They feel different. They all feel like like they're all
feels like it is.
Some of them are polar opposites, and he does a good job of that.
Yes, I honestly was really impressed with him just based on that.
It was really interesting to me because this is because A24, which I know they've done other stuff besides, like they're known for their scary movies, but they've done other stuff. Like the first non-scary movie by them I saw was The Iron Claw, which was like a biopic about a wrestler, and it was really good. It was really good.
It was so good.
And so like I know they can make things that aren't like scary movies. And this was a sci-fi movie. Sci-fi. If it's really good and it's iconic, Star Wars obviously I like, you know what I mean? Like some like the old Alien movies. I can like a sci-fi movie, but I don't always like them. Like it has to be a good iconic one. I'm not just a big fan of like random sci-fi garbage. So I'm not always excited about seeing sci-fi, but this one, it did a good job. It was interesting. It was funny, but it wasn't a comedy. It kind of was, but it wasn't too funny where I lost the plot or it was only funny. It was so funny, but still like felt crazy and dark, and it just is. I couldn't say enough good things about it. It really is just a cool movie.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a good watch. Hey, that's a good date movie, I feel like.
That one is a good date movie, but it's on Netflix, so you can't go. Oh, was it on Netflix originally, or was it go in theaters? Oh, it does say right here on theaters. It was in theaters, okay.
I think we saw it in theaters.
Did we? Maybe we did. I don't remember, dude. Maybe we did.
You know what? No, we didn't. No, we did not.
It was on Netflix?
Does it say the date on there that you can see?
It's small. I can't tell.
Okay.
All right,
I'm thinking it might have been around my surgery last year, so I don't know. I remember that now.
So number 4 for me was Weapons.
Oh, nice. Close again.
So I have thoughts. I have a lot of deep thoughts about this movie. But I gotta say, what I think about this movie may be too mature to bring up on Twitch and stuff, to be honest, to be frank. And I don't think anyone's going to see it on TikTok anymore anyway. I think what Weapons was a scary movie that wasn't half as scary as it kind of seemed like it was going to be. It was more of almost like a modern day detective noir type movie with scary elements. Great acting. I didn't know it was going to be like it was going to have chapters where it followed different characters. That was a fun little twist.
It was nice.
I enjoyed it. It was very creepy. It was very, it was very beautifully like shot, filmed. It had just phenomenal acting. Maybe the best acting of all the movies on here. And it just what I think this movie's about is very dark and very real. I don't know how much I can talk about it, but obviously there's a list going around that everyone knows the list. I feel like this movie is a lot about that kind of stuff. Maybe not that specifically, but it's a lot about that going on in the world. And the movie,
I literally cried watching this movie. Like, it triggered me. But it's good. It's a great movie. It's just, it is
sad.
I mean, yes. Like, you see what they're trying to show, like you're saying.
Yeah, it's just dark and sad, and it almost felt too real. You know what I mean? Like I didn't go watch together and think, oh wow, this movie's so real and so raw. And like when I watched this, I felt more afraid of like what was outside the movie theater than what was in it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But
it makes you feel sad about kids. I guess we could just say that.
Yeah, it's a hauntingly beautiful watch, I'd say.
Yeah. And it'll pull on your heartstrings. I mean, I ain't never cried at a scary movie before, or what they say is a scary movie, but that movie made me cry.
Yeah. Are you ready for your number 4?
Yes, my number 4 was Mickey 17.
Yeah.
We're very close on these.
Yeah.
I basically agree with everything Blake said on the last slide. It was a great movie. I love Robert Pattinson. I think he did a great job. A24, obviously amazing. So, yeah, that's my opinion. It's a really good movie, and it's a good date movie.
Ready for number 3?
Yeah.
Okay, your number 3 is
Superman.
That is not the right movie. That is an old movie.
So I did that as a joke. I don't know if you remember yesterday when we were making these.
Okay.
No one else is gonna get this, but when we were making these, he did all his. He covered them up, and then he let me do it. And I started busting out laughing at one point. He's like, "What are you doing? What are you messing up?" And my whole prank was like, "I'm gonna put the wrong Superman movie, and he's gonna get so triggered."
That is funny. Okay, you got me.
Again, never thought I would cry at a superhero movie. I loved it. It was beautiful. No notes. Go ahead.
Okay, no notes. Number 3 for me was K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yes.
The most lighthearted, besides Minecraft, probably the most lighthearted movie.
For real.
It polar opposite of Weapons, dude. It is just a fun time, dude. I listen to the soundtrack all the time on the way to work, on the way back. I just listen to it all day, all the time, dude. I
got the skins in Fortnite. I love it.
Love K-pop Demon Hunters, dude. Who doesn't? You know what I mean? Like, it is just it's such a fun movie. It's funny. It cracked me. I didn't think I was going to like it. I'll be frank. I didn't know much about it. I didn't know why it was, it's kind of like the thing with Frozen and other, like, kids movies. It's like, I get it. Sometimes kids movies just get, like, popular and kids love them. But I was like, I'm sure it's a fine kids movie, but I don't think I'm going to like it. But we sat down and watched it, and I was cracking up, dude. I was dying laughing.
We just enjoyed ourselves, like... It's just like one of those movies that make you feel happy. Like, I just love this.
Yeah, and it does have a good message, you know what I mean? It has a cool message, but I feel like I cared less about that. Not that it wasn't a good message, but like, for me, it's just a funny movie, dude. It's just fun. Like, I think I could just sit down and watch this if I'm busy doing something, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Just to have on the background. It's such a good movie. It's no wonder it took over the world.
I hope they make many more.
Yeah. And also, I'll say, I like, because everything's 3D animation nowadays, and that's fine. That's just what it is. It's easier to make. It's just going to be like that for the most part. There's very few 2D animated, like, films or TV shows. Though TV shows are different, but, like, especially, like, with films, there's very few that have come out, But I like how, even though this one's 3D animated, it took a lot of risk. And it's made by the same team who did the Spider-Verse movies, which makes sense. They took a lot of, like, I guess, risk, and they did a lot of different stuff with the 3D animation. Like the popcorn coming out of their eyes, and, like just the emotion that they would show as characters it just worked really well. It was very visually funny.
No, I loved it. I thought it was so cute.
All right, number 2 for me was... Bring Her Back.
Nice. You had that one way higher.
I adore this movie. It's hauntingly scary, dude, in the best kind of way. it it gave me a lot of not okay. So it's not about the same thing as Midsummer or Midsummer. I always call it Midsummer. Midsummer. It's not the same thing. It's not even about the same theme. And Midsummer's a bright, scary movie, where this one's like the opposite. It is a dark, gloomy, not dark in the way that like Insidious is, or like The Nun, where it's like a bunch of shadows and something jumps out at you. It is just gloomy and gray, and I love the visuals. It just looks haunting, and it just was so shockingly like eerie, you know. There's a scene that like just because you know those movies where like most movies will show you something crazy or over the edge and it'll cut away. It's like, oh, this character's gonna do something crazy, but it won't show it. You know what I mean? It's just off camera. And then every once in a while, there's a film brave enough to like stare you down and say, "Watch this." Midsummer is the same with the cliff scene, dude. This movie had a scene. I don't want to say what it is, and it might even just be something you might not want to watch, quite frankly, if it stuff shocks you. It was so shocking to watch. You know the part where he's at the table?
Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
When that happened, bro, and the fact that the camera doesn't cut away and you just kind of watch it happen was just haunting. I was like,
it's like bone chilling almost.
There's no way they just showed that on a movie. Dude, that is crazy. The twist, I mean, everything. And the thing is, it's almost like you go along with the main character, like you know the twist, almost. It's like you know it.
Yeah.
It's everyone else in the film doesn't, and you're like screaming with the main character, like, pay attention, look at what's happening. And it is frustratingly good.
Yes, I totally agree. I had it lower, but it doesn't mean I disagree. I totally agree with what you're saying. It's a great movie.
Your number 2 was
K-pop Demon Hunter.
Nice.
Basically same thing that Blake said. I really loved it. It gives me joy. I listen to the music probably at least once a day. Not saying the whole album or anything, but at least listen to one song from the album. It's just great. I literally tell everybody about it. I'm like, have you seen K-pop Demon Hunter? I put it on for my niece. She's never seen it. You know, I'm trying to get everybody into it.
Mm-hmm. Did she care about it?
Not
No.
really. But she's like 1, so
right.
If it's not Miss Rachel, she really don't care. So, but we did try to put it on her for her.
Fair enough, dude.
And she also is like, anyway, it's really good. I really love them. So yeah, it's my number 2.
Are you ready for your number 1?
I'm ready for my number 1.
Which I have a feeling I know what it is.
Is Wicked for Good. Okay, so I have something to say.
Okay, let me have it because it was at the bottom of my list.
Yep. So you may know Blake put this as his number 10, and I totally respect that. I did not grow up knowing about Wicked at all. I really didn't know much about it. I watched Wizard of Oz. I watched the Wizard of Oz growing up, and that's really all I knew about it. So we watched Wicked, and I was like, oh my god, I loved it. Like, I remember like leaving the theater and be like, that was so great. I had the best time. And I think we went to go see it multiple times. I loved it so much. So the build up for Wicked for Good for me was the best part about it. Like, just having something to get excited about. And I know Blake mentioned a little bit, like, we've been going through a lot. This, like, gave me something to get excited about pretty much all year, because it was kind of towards the end of the year in November when it came out. So it kept me alive. It kept me being excited about something, and it just gave me a lot of joy. And also the movie was just great, but also just getting excited for it.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm sorry I put it at number 10. I meant nothing by it. I still think it's a good movie.
No, I understand. I promise.
But I'm glad it meant something special to you. You know, I mean, that's the thing, is they can mean something different to everybody.
Yeah, it was very monumental for me. I got all the Wicked stuff, and I just was able to get excited about it.
Is that everything you have to say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got to tell you guys. I mean, and you actually may remember if you watched WebFishing Wednesday, because I think one of the last topics I talked about before we stopped doing the series for a while was
Yes.
that this movie was going to come out, and everyone was like, dude, it's not going to be good. It's not a good time. It's going to be politically insensitive. It's not going to be what we need. And I was like, you're all wrong. This is going to be the turnaround of this company. This is going to be a fantastic movie. It's going to be you're the absolute opposite of what you said is going to be right. This is exactly what the world needs right now. And I don't regret what I said one bit, because I was 100% correct, dude. It was Superman, and it was the most important movie of a generation, maybe. I feel confident.
Amazing.
I've seen every MCU movie. I've seen every DC movie ever released. I've seen most superhero movies ever put out in the 21st century. I feel confident in telling you this is the best superhero movie ever made.
I might have to agree with you. I love Infinity War. That's like my top superhero movie, but that's definitely right there with it.
I mean, it
But like you
just
said, it's more powerful.
it means
It's more
more.
important.
And I totally get what people say. Like people would say, dude, the power dynamic of what Superman is gonna feel weird with the times we're going through in America. And I get all that, dude. I totally can see how that could come across. But I thought it was gonna be not true, and I think nothing but the opposite could have been true about this movie. It was the exact opposite of what people were afraid it was gonna represent, or what it could come off as. This movie was all about hope for the exact opposite of that situation. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna talk about it bluntly. It touches on, even if it doesn't say it does, it touches on Palestine and Israel and Iran and these kind of real world issues in its own way.
And just like war in general.
And war and like just the tension of like what we're going through in the world. And
what the kids go through.
It was, I mean, quite frankly, about what I think Superman's meant to be about, is a hope, you know what I mean? Hope and the promise that sometimes like good guys will stand up and do the right thing. I love comic books. I don't really read them much anymore, but I've read comic books, and I've always been into comic books my whole life. And even if I don't read them, like I've been into like comic books and learning about characters and stuff. And I don't know, since in a long time, and the old Superman movies just aren't that good, quite frankly. They maybe don't mean anything, kind of the way Fantastic Four was, where it's just like just a superhero movie about nothing. And the Man of Steel movies and everything, like after the Justice League, things that went along with that, it just was. I mean, people like them or whatever, but I just don't think they could have been more wrong about what Superman is as a character. You know what I mean?
Or should be.
It should be. They made him dark. They made him gritty. They made him like, as an individual, like they made him stop and ask, like, why am I saving people? Like, do I owe people this? Whatever. That's not once is what Superman is not supposed to be about that, dude. And it has been plenty of times. People have. I mean, there's characters like Homelander. There's the evil Superman trope.
Yeah.
But Superman at its heart, at its core, as a character, is about like, it's not a real individual character. He is about like every good person, dude. Every person who stands up for like what's good and what's right and what they know to be good in life and doing the right thing. You know what I mean? That's just what Superman is. He's like good and like personified.
I agree.
I don't think that there has been a more important movie in a long time like this. To me personally, I just think everyone should go see this movie. I think everyone should take it to heart what its message is. I think it is just important right now,
I kind of think all these movies are important.
Yeah, for
maybe
sure.
Not the less serious ones, but I mean, I would say from our number 8 to our number 1, they're kind of all important if you really look at them.
Right.
If you look deep into what the movie is.
But that was our top 10 movies of the year.
Yeah.
What's our next topic? Let me see. Do we have anything else to add on top of that?
No, I think it kind of goes into the next thing that we're going to talk about, or we want to talk about, is how we recently watched Fear Street Trilogy on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you start it.
I'm about to end. Hold on. I'm going to end my TikTok and re-go live. Maybe it'll fix the issue. I don't know what is going on with...
Okay, it said it ended.
I'm going to change it back over to WebFishing.
What was it saying this time?
Oh, nothing. I just ended it. Just maybe it'll fix itself. I had to swap it back over to WebFishing anyway. Okay, there we go. So,
okay, I see you now.
chat. We watched some movies on Netflix recently. There's a trilogy called what is it? Fear Street
I'm sorry, I still don't see you live on me.
on TikTok.
Keep going. It might just be me. I'm closing that.
Let me check. It says I'm live, but it might just be messing up.
Okay, I see you now. I'm sorry. I think
Okay.
it was just mine.
That's all good. Yeah, we watched this series. We were just looking for something to watch, I think, quite frankly. We were just looking for something to watch, and we found this trilogy of scary movies. Well, we've been watching some movies lately on Netflix, and we found this trilogy. Oh, 1 second. Everything just keeps messing up.
What's messing up now?
The cursor on WebFishing will mess up if you have a browser open. You have to close it and reopen it. It's weird. Sorry, last time I'm gonna redo this, and then I won't be distracted anymore. We watched a trilogy of scary movies on Netflix called Fear Street. It's Fear Street 1996. Fear Street. The second one is like 1980s something, and then Fear Street like 1840. I don't know, whatever, dude. Fear Street 1 and 2 and 3. We watched them in the span of a weekend, more or less. And what do I say? Let's start with the first one, I guess. Of course, the first one, snooze fest. You don't hear me? You still don't hear me? Oh, 1 second. I got kicked off of Discord. I'm back.
Okay, good.
I closed Discord. My bad.
I was getting worried. I was like, he's still talking. I don't think he realizes I'm not there.
My bad. No, I was like, Cynthia's not joining in. Maybe I'll just keep going. Where did I leave off? I'm so sorry. Dude, I'm unprofessional.
It was literally right after you fixed whatever was going on. You
Okay.
just exited me off.
Basically, I just said we watched the first 3 Fear Streets, and
Okay.
I was just starting to talk about the first one. I didn't make it very far. I was trying to think of the names, and I know they have weird names, so I couldn't think of them.
Well, all of the ones just say Fear Street.
Like, the
part
first-
1, part 2, part 3.
Well, the first one's like 1996. I know they're all a year.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's like 19. I could look them up real quick if you want.
Okay, sure. I mean, it doesn't matter, but
I didn't think about that.
just know the
at
first
all.
one is the 90s, the second one's the 80s, and the third one's like the 1800s or something.
Just talk about your opinion, and I will find the exact dates.
So we watched the first one, and I'll be honest, maybe I'm not the best person to talk about the first one, and I might need to go back and watch some of it, because about halfway through the movie, I fell asleep for a while.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
For the years? Okay, so the first one, 1994. The second one, 1978. And the third one, 1666.
Okay. So
Okay, go ahead.
the first one was a little bit of a snooze fest. So I'll start by saying this about all 3 of them. I called this when I watched them. I remember saying I felt like this was very like almost like Goosebumps, but trying to be mature. And at the end of the
Yeah.
third one, it comes up based off the books by R.L. Stein, and I was like, I knew it. I called it. That's the author of Goosebumps, and I was like, I knew this felt like Goosebumps. So the vibe is basically imagine Goosebumps, but like it's trying to be for like teenagers.
A little bit edgier.
But quite frankly, I think there are some scenes that maybe teenagers shouldn't watch. And I don't say that lightly. I'm not very like, I don't know, I guess conservative. I'm not like, oh, kids, shouldn't watch this, shouldn't watch that. I don't think kids should watch some things, but I'm not too like strict on that. But like there were some scenes, especially in the second one, where I was like, I don't know, man. Maybe this isn't for teenagers, but but the problem is it had very adult stuff, but it felt still very much so like it was for like preteens and teenagers, and just the vibe of it. So the first one takes place in like classic like high school high thing, where it's like they're in a high school. There's
Shady Side,
and Sunnyvale, which are come on now, the two most obvious Sunnyvale, two most obvious names ever, dude. You know what I mean? And they sound exactly how the cities are. Like Shady Side is all like depressed and bad and low economy. Like the homeless rate is up, whatever. And then Sunnyvale is like where all like the elites live, and
And then they have their mascots for their high schools. That's the part that cracked me up. I ain't gonna lie. It made it feel silly.
yeah,
Is the shady side are witches, and the Sunnyvale are devils.
devils, yeah, which is
And
not the most like hidden foreshadowing in the world, we'll say.
someone sent a high bear on TikTok. Just like,
Oh, thank you so much for the gift. Let me check that out. Sorry, I did say earlier, I just went back on TikTok, that I'm not watching it as much. If you want to join Twitch, I'll be able to read them better, but I'm trying to watch TikTok too. Thank you so much for the bear. I appreciate it. That's really kind.
yeah, I said thanks in chat, so I didn't know if I'd get a chance to tell you. Keep going though.
But so it has. Cynthia knows, dude. Cynthia knows me. This is a pet peeve of mine, and maybe I'm a little sheltered in what I think high school was like because I went to a really small high school and it wasn't all that dramatic or crazy or whatever. But man, this is the most high school ever, dude. In movie, like most movie TV high school ever. Literally, people pushing each other in the lockers, bullies running everywhere. You know what I mean? Like people making out in the classrooms and stuff. And it's like, dude, that doesn't
And I think
happen.
it's also due with the time because it was the 90s. It was 1994. So
Yeah, I guess.
I feel
But
like it's a little bit more realistic what they went through. I guess.
maybe,
we don't
yeah.
know because we weren't there.
We don't know. Hey, if you were around in the 90s in high school, let us know, dude. Were people making out in the classrooms? But
Or in the hallways.
In the hallways.
Not the classroom.
whatever, dude. But it might as well have been. They were getting crazy in there.
But the first movie, honestly, is just like cookie cutter high school movie. I mean, that's how I feel.
Like high school scary movie. Everyone's like just
Yeah.
the worst human. There's a scene, dude. This is the scene that cracked me up, and I don't think it's too much of a spoiler, so I'll talk about it. Where like there's like the classic bully, and they're in a car like chasing. They had a football game or something, and the bully who've gotten like an argument with the main character is like chasing behind their bus and like harassing them from his car. And like, and then they like throw something out of the bus at them. And it's like, I hate when movies do this. Like high schoolers are all just violent, crazy characters, and they're like, dude, you know what my favorite? Like, I'm gonna get a little off topic. My favorite like display of like a high school cast of characters ever is in film is the modern Spider-Man movies, the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, because they're not all like 30-year-olds who are roided up and like fighting each other and you know what I mean, like doing crazy stuff like that. I know high school can get crazy. I'm not saying nothing happens in high school. Like I know it's not all Puritan, but it's not that bad. I feel like in real life, at least not in most cases.
I mean,
but
even for you, you went to a small school. I went to a big school. My class is 300 people. So, I mean, I felt it a little bit more of a degree, but still not as extreme as they were showing it.
Right. But like I feel
they
like
were showing the most extreme.
I love the way in the modern Spider-Man movies how like there are just like young dorks walking around building Legos, and you know what I mean. And like even the bully, even the school bully, is still just a dork who's like, "What's up, Penis Parker?" You know what I mean? Like it's nothing crazy. It's not like a literally an MMA fighter like pushing you around and stuff. But that's just my take. I don't. That's a pet peeve of mine. I don't like those kind of things in movies anyway. So it's a lot of that. And I mean, literally, I fell asleep in this movie trying to watch it.
He really did. He missed the whole last hour, basically. I mean, I think the first movie, if you can get through it, it's worth it to understand the other ones.
Now they all connect, and it's Cynthia had to fill me in, so I'll let her fill you in on what I missed exactly.
I don't remember exactly what you missed, but basically, they were like
I feel like a lot of exposition.
Like the whole story.
Yeah, that's basically. Yeah. I think you told me I just missed a lot of like. Here's the plot, basically. Here's what's going on. So basically, the idea of the movies is that there's like a curse over the shady town or whatever. The sad
shady
place.
Side, yeah.
Shady side.
You want me to tell you the story?
Yeah. You can.
Okay, so Shady Side, they have what they think is a curse, but they can never figure out what it is. But every few years, a person just goes crazy and kills a bunch of people, and they always say it's this person, Sarah Fear, and they say she was a witch and that she cut off her hand, and now her hand is somewhere in the land, and it has she has her grip on it, basically. So in the first movie, the girl I don't. Are we giving too many
You don't have
spoilers?
to give too many spoilers, just a broad description. I think that's, the good, like, there's a witch, there's a curse. They're basically trying to figure it out, And they get, the curse is that, like, people will go crazy and become murderers, like you said. And there are these, like, ghosts that are, like, chasing people around, too. Like, the murderer, like, the
Yeah.
main murderer in this one becomes a ghost. And then there's all these ghosts that are, like, chasing the characters around.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say this: I feel like the biggest issue with the whole three of the movies is these movies go through huge shifts in tone. Like, it starts
Yeah.
off very, like, kind of goofy teenager scary movie, but nothing like crazy happens. There's no deaths. Well, there's like some early deaths, but they're very tame deaths. They're very, like,
Like they
exposition,
cut
like,
away.
yeah, like this
Yeah.
character died, kind of a thing. But then by the end of the movie, they go all out, like Saw 2, where, like, they're just gruesome,
It's
like,
gory.
yeah.
Yes, you see everything. It took us, both of us, by surprise. We were like, "Oh my god, he
I
just
almost
died."
feel like I should pause the movie, like I should watch the movie as like a 13-year-old, and then pause it halfway through and come back as like a 20-year-old and finish it. Like, there's just these tonal shifts where it's like it got real, like, heavy all of a sudden,
Yeah,
But
and it
that,
only gets heavier if we're being honest. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm
movie
gonna get to
three,
that. So the first one's mostly just the gore and the violence, but I was asleep for most of it, so that's my take. But that's the movie, and it's not very good. I'll be honest, the first one's not very good, but if you can get through it, it's worth it. For the second one's pretty good, actually. I think the second one's okay, but I think this is what you were alluding to. My biggest problem with the second one, it had,
and
I
that one's
think,
based in 1978.
in a summer camp, and they're all kind of like tropes. Like, the first one's like a high school scary movie. This one's like summer camp slasher scary movie. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think I counted. There are three, and I'm talking about three. When I say three, I'm talking about full on. When I say this, because there are several instances throughout this movie that are not full on. There are three full on, needless sex scenes.
Yes,
There's no well, there's not like real nudity. There's partial nudity. There's not full on nudity.
but it's
I
like
think.
extreme.
But it's close to nudity. I mean, it's yeah. Like, I wouldn't let a kid watch it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't let,
No.
someone under 18 watch it. That would be
Oh, we
bad
should say
supervising.
the second movie is also a prequel to
The
what
prequel,
they're
yeah.
talking about. Yeah, well, I guess 2 and 3 are both prequels actually because they happened before the first one.
But it's more another instance of the curse. I get, the curse happening.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
the summer camp one, I counted, I think, 3 needless sex scenes with maybe like 4 or 5 sprinkled in, like, not sex scenes, but like needless, like, scenes that were like sexual to a degree. And it was like, dude,
Yeah.
I'm not telling you whether that's good or bad in film. Like, that's not like new to this. I'm not telling you whether that's good or bad. I'll let you decide that. I'm just telling you they were definitely needless. They added nothing to the plot. They added nothing to the scenes.
Nothing.
Nothing.
And the thing is, we've seen these movies on Netflix, but we've passed over them time and time again because they look like children's movies, like you said, Goosebumps. So
Right.
we didn't think we would be interested in it, or even it would appeal to our age group. And then we watched it, we're like, oh my god.
And I think the worst thing is about this, right, is they feel that way. Like, the writing and everything, which they're written, obviously, by the guy who made Goosebumps. They're probably for kids originally. I bet that's not in the books. Is like, okay, if I was a parent and I didn't know any about, like, the whole movie, and I sat down to watch this one, like, the first 20 minutes with my kid, and I saw, like, the writing style, I saw, like, how it felt, the vibe of the movie, I'd be like, oh, there's probably nothing bad in this. But if I walked
Yeah.
away, it would be 10 minutes, and there would be just, I mean,
Some hollering.
some
Let's just say
hollering,
that.
hardcore stuff going on. I mean, it really is, it's as needless as Game of Thrones gets.
Yeah, I mean,
It was.
even Game of Thrones, you kind of need it for some.
Sometimes there's context, dude. There was never once context to this stuff besides that
No.
they're teenagers. I mean, it
Exactly.
was wacky. I mean, it felt off. I don't know. It felt off. Like, it just didn't
It
match.
felt off. I agree.
But
with
that
you.
being said, the second one is the best one because it just the whole plot was more interesting. I felt the characters were more interesting. I cared more about the characters. I cared a lot more about, like, what was happening. It felt more intense. Like, it felt more like, you know what I mean? Like, less silly, less
And
tropey.
we should say the money. I mean, like, obviously they had more money this one because the music was better, the actors were
Yes.
better. You know, we recognized a lot of faces.
That's another thing that I don't, because there's tons of good music. I grew up in the '90s, like as a little kid, like to some degree, like I at least when I grew up, like the '90s was still relevant enough. Like I know music from the '90s. There's good '90s music, but there was no really banging soundtracks. Maybe one good song in the first movie. The second one, the best part of the movie was the soundtrack. It had Cherry Bomb. It had Carry On My Wayward Son. It had all these classic rock like bangers, dude. It
It was
had
good.
just tons of good songs. They were hype, dude. And I mean, it was more funny. I felt like it was just everything about it was better. Mostly, like for the most part, everything about this one was better. The plot twist at the end was more interesting. I felt like there was a lot of cool stuff. But that's, it was still like not the best scary movie ever. Just comparative to the first one, it was like, because if it would have been even as close to as bad as the first one, I would have been like, this is stupid. But the fact
Yeah,
that it
we
was
would have gave
such a
up.
turnaround was interesting enough that I was like, okay, what's the third one like?
Right.
The third one is somewhere in between those two.
I have to agree. I mean, I think it's a really great story. You get a little bit confused.
Yes, yes. So it's worth noting. I'm not trying to spoil too much because
Yeah.
there is a witch. I'm not going to say anything about it, but there is a witch that they show in flashbacks and stuff. Like basically, whenever someone gets like cursed or whatever, like something happens, you'll see flashes of the witch pop up on the screen. It is what it is. There's nothing important about it, but she's a white lady in the first two movies. She's a white lady, and then the main character is a black woman, and so or she's mixed, but she's a black woman. So then, like the way that the movie happens is that it's like the lady who plays the main character in the original movie, but she's playing the witch back in the 1800s. But it's confusing because
she
it's
goes
like,
into a trance.
is she supposed to be herself as the witch? Is this just the witch and they changed like the actress because it's not a white lady anymore? It just felt weird. I agree. I didn't really know what I was.
Get over that. And then you'll get over the fact that, okay, she's playing her, but it's not her, obviously. But then
Right.
you start seeing every character from all the other movies played as a different character in 1666. And you
Right.
start getting really confused. And you're like,
Because it's like, are they supposed to be the same person? Because almost like my initial thought was like, was the first movie like a trance, or like, is like this the real world? You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things, nothing like that cool happens, but like, I just didn't really know what to think. But I think it was just a style choice. But really, they're supposed to be different characters. Because at the end of the movie, it does show the witch again as the white lady. So it was like,
yeah, and it kind of clears everything up. It's like, okay, this was a generational thing.
she's
So
just
it's
seeing
not
it through
the
their
same
eyes.
guy. Yeah, and the villain, if you will, he is not actually the same person. His bloodline just kept it going.
I will say
Not to spoil anything. Yeah.
that's the reason the third one was so bad for me, is this one thing. It's like they didn't really know what they were doing with that, or they didn't write it well,
Yeah.
because, not to spoil it, but like Cynthia said, it's like there's a bloodline of villains or whatever, and literally the way it happens is like, it never explains. Okay, so you find out there's this villain back in the 1800s who's the villain, but it never explains that guy tells his ancestors, like as his kids come of age or whatever, like to do this evil thing or to be bad. So like, she just kind of puts it together in her head without any like way for us to really acknowledge that it's true. You know what I mean? Like, for all I know,
after
she
you
could just be
figure it
wrong.
out. Yeah, after like, or I say us, but like after she figures it out and like kind of tells us, then towards the end of the movie, it's like, oh yeah, he kept it going for all the generations.
It just
So
like
they don't
matter
clear
of
it up
fact.
literally to the end of the movie.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, she finds out who the villain was in the 1800s. They snap back to, like, their actual modern times, and she's, like, telling everyone, like, it's the bloodline of this guy. It's this guy. And it's like,
Yeah.
you didn't learn that. That wasn't on screen. You never, like, it was never established that he had his bloodline in on this.
Yeah. So, and they also had the same actor playing the villain in, in the past,
Right.
in the 1994, and then he was different in the middle in the cabin.
Yes, because he's in
summer
all
camp scene.
three. Like, if the character's in all three, I should say.
So
It
we
just-
were like, oh, is he immortal? And then Blake was like, no, he literally was young in the middle movie. I was like, oh my god. Like, we were trying to understand.
It kind of got lost in the sauce in the third one a little bit. They were trying to do a little too much.
Yeah, I think I think they're actually good movies, but it's just, it gets a little a little chaotic.
I think between them
It's a good
being
watch.
good, bad, and in the middle, I can lean on their okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good watch. Like if you need to watch something, a little movie every day. That's what we like to do. You know, while we're eating or chilling, we just like to put a movie on. We'll pause it whenever and come back to it.
And
I think it's good for that.
the reason we bring it up is because something we want to do if we're going to do this every week is have a weekly kind of like movie club where we talk about a movie each week. I hope everyone can kind of like, if you guys want to watch along with us, if it's possible, so we can all kind of discuss and like pick a movie out each week. People can leave suggestions for what movies they want to see. Cause I'll watch something again. I don't mind. I love watching movies.
I mean, we've been talking about movies for an hour, so if that
Right.
tells you anything.
So the next week's movie is gonna be the fourth one. So from what I understand, and maybe I'm wrong, they're not necessarily, they're in the same universe, but they're not necessarily connected, I think.
Yeah, the first three are a trilogy. This one's separate. It's based in the same universe, but it's a different story, from what I understand. Obviously, we haven't seen it, but from what I understand, those three that we were just talking about are a trilogy, and this one's separate.
So this one is called Fear Street Prom Queen. So if you guys want to join along, next week we'll be discussing. We haven't seen it yet. We're waiting until this week to watch it sometime. So if you guys want to join along for next Wednesday, the movie, and we'll probably put this in the Discord again, the movie will be Prom Queen, and we can all discuss it so you can feel in on it. And again, I don't think you have to watch the first three to even get this one too much. I don't know. To be honest, if you watch this one without the first three, I don't think you're missing that much.
You really aren't. I mean, if you literally listen to us, you'll be like, okay, I kind of got it.
Like
there's a witch, there's a curse,
Iron Lung. Oh, this is interesting. No, I have not seen it, but I do. I used to be a fan of Markiplier, so I know of Markiplier. I haven't got to see it yet. We kind of been busy with stuff. I know everyone loves it, and I'm pretty interested in seeing it. I've heard different reviews about it. I've heard it's good. I've heard it's mid. I've never heard anything bad about, like, I think people are like, no matter what, like, I love that it exists, and I love that he made his movie and all that. I think that is the overwhelming narrative, is that, like, it's just a good thing for the movie industry that he got to make it. But I have heard mixed reviews about the movie itself, but I'm very interested to watch it. I don't know if it's out, like, can we watch it in theaters? Is it?
Yeah, I believe it's already out. Remember, we were talking about it last week.
That's what I mean. I know it's in theaters. I didn't know if it was out at theaters yet.
Oh, no, I think it's still in. I mean, we have tickets. We could go see it.
So my only thing with that is, like, which there's not, like, a ton of people here, like, I would love to see it in theaters, and I mean, I wouldn't mind doing that, but I don't want the movie club thing to be movies that are in theaters for people who can't go, or people who don't like to, I don't want to exclude anybody who might join by being like, hey, if you want to be part of the movie club next week, you got to go see this movie in theaters. So that's my only thought with that, but, so we could definitely, I wouldn't mind watching it in theaters. I like going to the theaters, but I wouldn't mind.
We don't have to do like an official movie club review. We could just talk about it.
Like I agree.
About Fallout, you know what I mean?
Or we could just go see it, give a quick review of it, and then later when it's released, we could do an actual movie club of it.
Okay.
But we could do both. We could discuss it about going to theaters and seeing it, and make it a movie club later. That's just my thoughts on, like, I wanted to keep it not movies that are currently in theater, just not to exclude anyone.
But some people might not have Netflix. Like
that's true. It's gonna be impossible to, it'll be tough.
Yeah. If they know about F2 movies, they can watch anything.
Right. You didn't hear that from us, though.
I whispered it. Yeah, I whispered it. So
you shouldn't use that. If you don't have Netflix, you shouldn't use that website to go watch stuff.
Right.
But yeah, so like that's where to watch Fear Street Prom Queen is on Netflix and not F2 movies. Only on Netflix. And I would like to see Iron Lung. What did you think, Lumen Ray? Was it good? Was it actually like good, or like, because I do think it's very important, like, for the movie industry that just, like, someone made a movie without, like, a big company backing them and stuff. I think that's really great. But I am interested in...
I will... Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry.
Keep going.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I was just going to say, I am interested on, like, how good it is. You know what I mean? Like, where it landed.
Yeah. I was going to say, I know somebody that I went to school with, high school, they took the time out of their day to write like 5 paragraphs, not 5 paragraphs, that's a little excessive, like
Mm.
3 paragraphs on Facebook about how much they like the movie and how much they think people should go see it. And like, I don't even think they're like a huge Markiplier person. Like, kind of like how me, I know who he is, but I've never really watched him before.
Mm.
And they apparently really loved it.
Okay. I've heard.
So
I've heard.
I'd be open to go see it.
I've heard a lot about it. I'm mostly good. Mostly good. I just don't know. I just don't know how good it is. I'd be very interested to get my own perspective on it.
Yeah. But I'm really excited about doing movie club. I know it's kind of going off topic, but I really am excited about doing that every week.
Yeah.
And we'll also take suggestions on Discord of movies we should watch.
Yeah, like if you want just for us to watch it, or if you want it to be like a movie club movie, whatever, just drop it in the suggestion tab. Also about Discord, we'll get to that more, but like we have the suggestion tab is just like suggestion tab right now, I think, or it's just like suggestions. But if we feel like it needs like more like specific section, like channels, like if it needs like a movie club suggestions, like a song suggestion, anything, we'll make that as we go if it gets too busy.
Yeah.
Let's see what she says. It was honestly pretty good for a self-financed indie movie. It started off really strong. Mark did such a really good job for a difficult concept. Okay, I think that sounds
I'm
like a
really
fair
interested
review.
to see it.
Because that's kind of what I see a lot of people saying is like they're not pretending it's the best movie ever. It's just impressive that it exists in it all, and the fact that it's pretty good is impressive.
Did he have a small team? Is that kind of the thing?
So the thing,
I understand.
so he's a YouTuber. Now I'm not saying he's not a successful YouTuber. He's a huge YouTuber, but he's a YouTuber. He's and I don't know much. I haven't watched him in a long time. I watched him back in like the 2010s. It's been a while for me. But he's very famous for doing like Five Nights at Freddy's. He does a lot of scary games. He's like Queso of yesteryear,
Yeah.
And from what I know, this is based off a game he played. I don't know when. I didn't watch him play it. I don't know when he played it, or if this is like a big thing or a more like a new thing or what. But it's based off a game he played, I believe. And basically, he couldn't get like a company or like any kind of major financial backing from anybody to make it. Like no one really believed it would work, so he couldn't get it like pushed
Nobody
by
would
like
pick it up with
by like any kind of like movie company. So he's just like, you know what? I'm gonna fund it myself. I'm gonna work at it and self make it. And he hired the people himself. He did every I don't know to what degree, like if he hired people for casting. I don't know. When I say he did it himself, I know he had to have had a team work with him. I just don't know to what degree.
He orchestrated it all. He orchestrated the team.
He built it from the ground up.
Okay, well, honestly, that makes me want to see it because they produce so many stupid movies. I would, if he has a great concept, I don't understand why they wouldn't have pushed it. So I'd be interested to see it and talk about it.
And I haven't seen it. I don't even know that much about it, but I have seen like still shots of the movie. It does not look cheaply made from what I've seen. It doesn't look bad.
So he put money into it. Okay.
Yeah, I believe so. And I feel like I actually have seen recently articles where like it did so well that he's gonna like use the money that they got that they didn't expect to get for like giving everyone a bonus that worked on it.
Oh wow. Well, that's good. Well,
Yeah.
we should go see it. We should plan that, and
For sure.
we might put it in Discord. Some pictures of us going or whatever. We feel like doing.
Lumen Ray, collect your thoughts. We will maybe watch it. We'll try and watch it by next week. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna yap about it.
Well, yeah, we gotta discuss.
It won't be the
Okay,
official movie
so-
club. The official movie club is gonna be Fear Street Prom Queen, but we're gonna try and talk about it. Maybe not next week. The next after that, we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a good idea.
I wouldn't even mind looking up probably like I don't know if he has something about it. I'm sure he does, but like maybe like a little like YouTube documentary about how it came to be. Like I'd like to get the backstory on like when he played the game, what the game is, how it.
I totally agree. Yeah, we should.
Because I'm a little
work on
uninformed.
Me too.
So anyway,
I like to be informed.
we were talking about that was Fear Street. All right, here's the next one, dude.
Yeah.
Here's the next one.
I don't know anything about this, so I'm pretty excited.
In chat, you guys may know about this. I haven't kept up with the Olympics too much. I've been keeping up with the scores because I'm patriotic. I love America, dude. But I will say, America's not great right now, dude. America maybe You know, the worst it's ever been. Maybe could be.
Shambles.
Yeah, we're not doing so hot.
Very divided.
Very well. Yeah. Let's say it lightly, dude. America, maybe, you know, there's nowhere to go but up. But at least we're not cheating at the Olympics. Because
So tell me about this.
a Canadian player, which I've learned more about this just today. I got something else I want to talk about with the Olympics to add on to this. But a Canadian player got caught or got accused of cheating at curling. Do you know what curling is? Are you
I do not.
Curling, you probably do and you don't. You probably know it's the sport where you're on ice and you take the little stone thing and you throw it down the ice, or you like roll it down the ice, and then those people with the brooms sweep it to like a bullseye.
I've never heard of this, actually.
You've never heard of curling. Okay.
No.
So essentially you got this.
So how was bro cheating?
So you have this like this stone thing with a handle on top, and there's a guy who runs on the ice, and he takes it and he slides it along the ice, and you have a certain point you have to stop running and you have to just let go of it.
Okay.
And they throw it at this kind of like bullseye, almost like a dartboard, but on the ice.
Mm-hmm.
And then these people take brooms and they'll sweep in front of it to get it to go farther and kind of direct it. And the goal.
I have seen this.
You have? Okay.
I've seen this on TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like the goal is ultimately to get it as close to the red bullseye, I believe. I don't know exactly how the sport's played.
It's kind of like the Summer Olympic things where they throw it so far.
Yeah, but instead of just
but
rolling something on ice. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, keep going.
So it's Canada, and I don't know exactly how this game's played. I would just figure you go out there, your team does the thing, you get off, and the next team comes on. But
right.
I think
That's
it
what
was.
I would assume too.
I think it was Sweden or Switzerland. I think it was Sweden. No, was it Poland? It was one of those European countries. I'm sorry to the country it was. I'm not trying to disrespect them. I just don't remember.
Say another one.
It was Russia. I don't know. No, it wasn't Russia. It was. I think it was
another country besides the United States or Russia or China.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was definitely a European country. I want to say it was Sweden, but I could be wrong. But anyway, there's a video of him, and he's like, basically the Team Canada. Sorry, I was stuttering. The Team Canada is like going or just went, and he gets up and he's like, "It's easy to do good when you're basically cheating all day, isn't it?" And the Canadian guy's like, "Who's cheating?" And he's like, "Oh, like you don't know." And he's like, "What are you talking?" He starts getting mad. He's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like cursing. So what the hell are you talking about? What the heck, you know? And he's like, "You keep pushing the thing with your finger. We see it." And he's like, "I didn't push anything." And he's like, "Well, wait till we're all done. I'll show you a video on it. And as soon as we leave, you keep pushing it with your finger." And I've seen the video, and he's 100% right. No, it's not a secret, dude. If you know me, I hate Canada with a passion. Hate Canada.
It's one of my favorite parts in Fallout when they find out she's from Canada and everybody starts
freaking out. He's like, she's like 250 years old. She's like been in Cairo sleep, dude. She's like an immortal. And they're like, huh? And he's like, she's Canadian. And they're like, what?
Oh my god! And they start freaking out.
I don't actually hate Canada, but it's kind of like a joke that I kind of hate Canada.
It's like a meme. Yeah. It's like a meme.
I love America. America sucks, but I love the people of America. I love the citizens of America. I like what that country should stand for.
Right.
But so I dog on Canada a lot. I don't really mean it, but
you don't mean it, but it's funny.
I kind of, I definitely love to do it. I'm not gonna stop doing it. And basically, the Canada guy gets all mad and defensive or whatever. But you can watch the video of him doing it up close, and I think there's several times he does it where he throws the little rock thing down the ice, and then as he's like letting go with the handle, and I watched the video. It's illegal. You cannot do this. He takes his finger and he pushes. Yes, like he like makes it look sly, like he's trying to be sneaky about it, but he pushes the rock like with his finger farther.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
And this is so off topic. Was watching your web fishing.
Yeah.
It keeps giving you a warning that you don't have any bait attached.
Yeah,
Why does it say that?
Because I didn't have any bait attached. I just went and got some.
Okay, keep going. Sorry.
I have the lure, I think. I don't really remember how this game works. I think I have the lure that uses double the bait, but you get better fish. But it uses double the bait, so I keep running out. And I just don't pay attention and don't go get more.
And you just keep throwing it in there?
Yeah, and it's just nothing. It's like, hey, you can't catch any fish. And I'm like, well, we'll sit here till I catch a fish.
Okay, I just wanted to ask. I was like, does bro even been catching fish this whole time?
Not as many as I should be.
Okay, keep going with this.
Women Ray's got her picnic basket, dude. She's got her buckets. I forgot to put my buckets
Yeah, she
out.
got a whole setup.
I'm
She got a
just,
whole
I've
setup.
caught maybe 4 fish the whole time I've been here.
That's crazy. Okay, Olympics. Back to that.
Yeah, so definitely the Canada guy was cheating, and now like it's been funny because I literally like I tried to Google this to make sure I get some of the details right, and it really popped up and was like Canadians are kind of like backed into a corner because they're known as being these like very polite, like left leaning, like socially like
Thank
correct,
you, sorry.
yeah, very safe kind of people, and now they're like alongside the Russians for cheating at the Olympics. It's not the same. They're not steroiding up like the Russians were, and that's that's
Yeah.
not even the Russians. That's the Russian government. That's nothing to do with the athletes or whatever.
But
you
they
know.
were intentionally doing something.
They were intentionally cheating, and it's against the rules, and it's not cool. And then the guy threw, because I think the thing is, if I was cheating at the Olympics and I got called out on it, I would just be like, "Oh, that's weird. What are you talking about?" And I'd get out of there. You know what I mean?
I'd be quiet real
I'd
quick.
leave. The fact that he was like throwing a fit on camera, I don't know. I never cheat. I never cheated. Hey, that's crazy. But I wanted to, so that was just a little thing about how Canada is a bunch of cheaters, a bunch of dirty cheaters, and America would never. If there's one, hey, we suck at everything else, but we play fair at the Olympics. I think.
I think we do.
If it comes out that we cheat at the Olympics, dude, I am gonna have to move. I'm gonna
You're
have
gonna
to.
be devastated.
I'm gonna have to leave the country. That'd be
You're
my.
always getting riled up about the cheating in the Olympics.
Yeah, that would be my final straw. If I found out we also cheated the Olympics on top of all the other crazy things we do, I don't know. I don't know where I'd go.
There's no hope.
I don't know where I'd go.
At this point.
But one thing I wanted to talk about is there's this. I wish I knew her name. I didn't. I just learned about this like recently before like we kind of set up for this, so I can't remember her name. Luminary, you may know it, dude. You probably, if you pay attention to the Olympics, I feel like this is the big, especially at least in America. She's an American Olympian. She's a figure skater, and she's very unapologetically Gen Z. She watches anime. She has a crazy hairdo, not in a crazy in a bad way, but she has a very interesting like hairdo. It's got a name. I can't remember. It's got like she's got like layers of like it's like blondish to brown to blondish to brown. Like she has like
a ombre or like a shag.
it's not ombre because
Calico cat.
it Alyssa may be right. I don't know her name, unfortunately. I wish I did. She seems cool. She seems like a badass. Her hair, it's not ombre. It's not like it's one color and then the next. It's literally like stripes.
That's like calico. There's like
Okay.
a calico thing that people do now, where it's like like calico cat is like white, brown, and light brown or tan, and they like mix it up all in their head.
Yeah,
like,
I guess
different
she's got that.
spots.
She's got like a piercing that like is like a lip piercing, but it goes in her mouth and not out of it. I guess is the way I would. I don't know. I don't know much about piercings. I don't have any, but Alyssa Luminary says.
Oh, okay.
I hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah, I don't know anything about them.
She's a figure skater. I watched her one of her routines today on TikTok. It was good. It was really good. I think she had the best routine they said of that particular like type of routine. But I just love watching the videos because people will come up and ask, like the Olympics. Always people were like, what does it mean to represent your country? What is it like to get a chance to compete? People like keep coming up to her and asking her like, what are your opinions about this anime? What are your top 10 anime? What did you? Why is your profile picture on Instagram like a bowl of Lucky Charms without the cereal? Like it's all the marshmallows. I saw that one.
Like Gen Z questions. That's
Yeah. She's unapologetically Gen Z, and people are in love with how she just like will not like fit in with like the Olympics. Like and the best way to me, she stands out like a sore thumb. Like literally every other Olympian, like they could just be any Olympian. You know what I mean? They all just look like
they kind of blend together.
a plain person. Nothing against them. They're Olympian athletes. I mean, they're great, but they all look very uniform. They all are just like a normal person in a country, jumpsuit. And then she is just carrying around like a plushie from Chainsaw Man. She's just unapologetically just into anime, and she's like goofy, and people have fallen in love with her. And it's kind of funny. It's kind of great to watch.
I will say, a lot of Olympians end up. I've recently gotten to Dancing with the Stars,
Hmm.
and I feel like you learn a lot more about their personalities, even just like on a show like that, Dancing with the Stars. You learn a lot more about them, and to me, became more likable. I'm like, oh, I really like them. They're actually a nice, sweet person because you don't
Yeah,
really get a lot of their personality. So I think it's cool she shows hers a lot.
yeah, yeah. And
Even though I don't know anything about her, I'm actually gonna watch it later so that I can know what y'all are talking about. I don't
she's
mind
cool. I mean,
being
I like figure
left
skating.
out of the conversation.
I like figure skating to a degree because I've seen the anime Yuri on Ice, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's actually really good. It's the only sports anime I've ever really liked. I'm not. I don't say I don't like anime. I don't watch it enough anymore. I don't keep up with it anymore. I used to be more into it when I was younger, like Dragon Ball. I watched Bobo Bobo Bo. I watched. I'm trying to think of other anime. I was into the Full Metal Alchemist, stuff like that. But I haven't watched. I watched the last anime I watched that was probably like a big deal was I watched Attack on Titan, and I haven't really seen an anime since. And that's not because I hate
You
anime
really haven't
or
watched it.
anything. I just it's just sometimes when you get older you have to like choose what you do and don't give your time to. And it's not that I don't love anime. I just love it less than video games. I love it less than like going to the see movies. And you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But
Well, I like that she does that. That's really cool.
yeah, people are like she's probably been the highlight of the Olympics. That and Canada cheating, but who's surprised? All right, what's next, dude? Because I have one thing I really want to get to,
The
so we might
Digimon.
run a little long. Yes, I want to get to that.
Well, the only thing before that is the Super Bowl.
Should we? Okay, we can talk about the Super Bowl real quick. We'll talk about the Super
I
Bowl
don't think we
real
have
quick.
a lot to say about it.
That's true.
Honestly.
So I'll start, dude. What did we watched the Super Bowl. I didn't really. I used to watch football a lot. I don't really watch it that much anymore. I'll watch a game or two when I'm
Mhm.
usually when I'm like editing. Is now I'll like put a game on the side on my like second
It's like your
monitor.
background music.
Yeah, I'll be like, what's the score over there? And I'm like, who cares? I don't really care though. It doesn't matter, and I don't watch it very often. But we watched the Super Bowl because it's the Super Bowl and it's whatever, dude. And I'll say this right. I don't speak Spanish, obviously, but
Right.
that's not going to stop me from being on the right side of history.
Heck no. I'm gonna say my thing now. To
Hmm.
quote, we're big fans of queso. I'm sure y'all watch it
Oh
too.
yeah,
To
yeah,
quote queso, it was nice of Bad Bunny to let them have a football game at his concert. And
yeah.
again, I didn't understand a word. I loved every bit of it. It was very cinematic. I loved it.
So I don't speak Spanish. The music, I don't want to pretend like I loved it. You know what I mean? It didn't. I don't hate it.
Mhm.
It just didn't mean much to me one way or the other. I didn't
Well, I think
understand
it
it.
was meaningful. At the end.
Oh yeah, no, the
He was
message
like,
was great. The message at the end was
yeah.
great. But I think
The music didn't do anything for you.
it was exactly. The message that he gave at the end was the exact opposite of what everyone was pretending it was about. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I thought it was a beautiful message. I'm just saying the music. I just don't want to pretend like I'm not saying it's performative, but a lot of people who don't speak Spanish are like, oh, I love it, I love it. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
It's just not the case for me at the very least. I'm not gonna pretend like I get it or I love it. It's not that I don't, I'm not even like, I think I'd be a better person if I spoke Spanish. It'd be a cool skill to have, but I just don't.
Yeah.
It's
For
not something
real.
I know how to do. I
Especially-
didn't,
Yeah.
I didn't take it in high school because I did Votech, so I don't even speak like a lick of Spanish. I don't know any of it.
I
didn't.
did. The thing is, I took 3 years of Spanish. I know
Mhm.
a little bit, but I mean, it's not enough to speak. I even work at a place where a lot of Hispanics work, and
Mhm.
like, there's a lot of people who speak both languages. And I wish I had that skill. Honestly, I really did.
Right.
I really do.
Yeah, it would be a nice skill. I missed out because I did Votech, so I know how like to do a little bit of programming and video game design, but I don't know any Spanish, and I don't use video game design at all. Besides like reviewing video games a little bit, so like, what good is that for me?
So this might be a controversial question
Mhm.
for you. What is your take? And you don't have to get deep into political whatever. How do you feel about people who actively watch the other halftime show, the not real one? You know what I mean? Like
The
what
Kid
feeling
Rock
did
one,
you have
the
about that?
Turning Point USA
Yeah.
Kid Rock halftime show.
Yeah, you
First
might not
off,
say that. It might be a trigger word.
oh sorry. Don't take me down,
Just say
Twitch.
the other one.
The other halftime show. Well,
The other one, yeah.
so truthfully, this is my take on it. There's not another halftime show. You can call yourself that, you know what I mean? You get it's like there's not another Super Bowl. You can call yourself the second Super Bowl, but you're not, you know what I mean? You're either the halftime show at the Super Bowl or you're not.
Yeah.
What that was a concert that was performed not live. It was recorded and then streamed later. That happened to be at the halftime when the Super Bowl took place. It is not the halftime Super Bowl show. It just isn't.
It's just not.
It.
If you contributed to that, I don't know what to say to you.
I don't know. So the thing is, I don't like talking about politics too much, but I also don't want to be afraid to talk about my politics. If I'm being honest, there's some things I feel so strongly about that I don't even want to pretend like I don't feel this way. I don't like Kid Rock. Quite frankly, I think he's a predator. I don't. That's just, I think as much maybe as I can say, but I think it's the truth. I think he might be a predator. You know.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to pretend to like him. I don't know why on earth people would choose someone speaking Spanish as being worse than being a predator. You know, that blows my mind.
Especially America. In America, it's about diversity. I mean,
right.
That's what I love about America. The people, all the different cultures here. And you to go turn that on is like a slap in the face to everything that America's supposed to be.
Yeah, if you want to be unified, and let's all unify together and decide we're not going to watch a predator perform music.
Yeah. You better quit saying that word, too.
Okay.
That might be a trigger.
Well, I'm talking about the movie, The Alien vs. Predator. Obviously. Yo, hold on. This is terrible, dude. This is not a funny joke.
What?
No, I don't want to say it. I'm going to get kicked off the air.
No, don't say it.
The Super Bowl was Alien vs. Predator.
Oh, God.
Obviously he's an American citizen. I know that. I know he's an American citizen. I'm not that ignorant.
You're just playing.
It's just a joke, but...
No, but Loki, that's how they were acting.
Yeah.
That's how they were acting. I mean, they were acting like this man... it's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, again, to quote Queso, it was nice of Bad Bunny to let him have a football game at his concert because that football game was boring.
Yeah, dude. I wanted to say about the halftime show before we moved on about the halftime show is that, like, no, I didn't understand it and I didn't care about the music too much, but the presentation of it was, I mean,
oh my gosh,
that actually was the best. Like, presentation wise, that was the best halftime show ever at the Super Bowl. Okay, thank you, Luminary. Thank you. Thanks.
I mean, I'm not using this as an excuse. We have a half Hispanic niece.
Yeah.
We're in the clear. I'm just playing. But anyway, I mean, when he fell through the roof, I mean, my jaw was on the ground. I was like, oh my God. That was amazing. It was seamless. It was seamless.
I literally asked Cynthia when it started, I was like, are they even at this stadium? It looks like they're just somewhere else.
And then to find out the grass people were
people,
I was like, oh my God.
It was so cool looking, dude. It was so cool looking. I love that part of it. I didn't even care that I didn't understand because I was like locked in on the presentation of it all. That part was amazing.
Me too.
And before
we went back and rewatched it again just to like take in all the like, you know, the cinematic parts of it.
Right. And I'm gonna say before we move on about halftimes, right? I love the memes about, I don't know, Kid Rock sucks, whatever, dude. But the memes, I don't know who he is, but is his name Brantley Gilbert? Is that right?
Brantley Gilbert, yeah.
I love the memes on TikTok and stuff of him like, I just want to kiss my fish, drink my beer, drive my truck. Cracks me up. I've seen one that had me in tears laughing on my break at work, dude. I was in tears laughing. That was like, you're all laughing, dude. You're all joking. Liberals are trying to take away your right to kiss a fish, and you're laughing?
You know what I feel like right now? Because we're talking not too political, but a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we're about to be singled out, like Chapel Roan. It's like, you can't be in the middle. Choose a side.
Right.
You know what I mean? How they treated Chapel Roan when she was like, oh, no, I don't like either side. That's us. You know?
Yeah.
We're about to get targeted.
I almost wish I would have seen the other show just to hear that live. I mean, I'm glad I watched the Bad Bunny
Oh my
one, but
God.
I low-key wish I could have live tweeted about him kissing his fish and drinking his beer.
But I ain't giving them a second of a view. I need somebody to just screen record it and send it to
Right.
me.
Man, that was funny.
We
But
better move on from this before we make somebody mad.
yeah, but I'm sorry, guys. This has got out of hand. Besides the halftime stuff, I mean, just the football game, okay, sucked. Worst football game I
Sucked.
literally have seen. It was boring,
Snooze fest.
boring. Commercials were terrible and scary. Quite frankly, they went from the funniest one, which I missed it. I didn't even see it. I don't know if I went to the restroom or something. Was the what's his name, dude? The Mike Tyson one. I can't believe I missed the only good commercial where he's like, I was so fat, I was so lazy, I would just sit on the couch and eat 5 bowls of ice cream, dude. That's, I mean, I feel the same way, but not in a depressed way.
I think I was so bored of the commercials you had left for that moment. You were like, watch them for me. And I just got on my phone. I was like, ain't nothing good gonna happen.
Missed the
And so
one
I
good
missed
commercial.
it. Well, the Kevin Chili one was good. That's literally the only good commercial.
Yeah, it was pretty good, but like I didn't mind it at first, but then it became about like a major complaint with all of them they were all either Mike Tyson, which I think that one was like actually about something okay. It was like eating healthy food, like who can get mad at that?
It was about a diet pill.
Right. It was just no, that one wasn't.
Diet.
That one was it kind of felt like it, but it was actually just about like eating healthy. It was like getting rid of processed foods.
Oh yeah, you're right, because we rewatched. It was about like fresh foods. Yeah, you're right.
And
you're right.
while I'm guilty of eating as many processed foods as I can fit in my mouth in a day, I mean, who wouldn't want to like eat healthier?
Was good.
Yeah, but
I mean, when I buy grapes, I want them to be real grapes.
the reason you thought it was about like a weight loss pill is because every other commercial besides that one was about a weight loss pill, cryptocurrency, or AI. And that's what the problem with the Kevin one is. It was about AI, but it was like that was the first one, so it was like, okay, whatever, dude. It's still a funny commercial. But then when they all were about AI, it was like, dude, stop. And then the one about the Ring camera, I'm not gonna lie, that one's scary. That sucks. I mean, it just became not fun anymore. It went from like one funny commercial to like it's funny how predictably like about AI or Ozempic these are, and then the towards the end, it was like, oh. You guys are just gonna spy on us and use this to arrest people who you have no business like messing with. This is awful. This is absolutely terrible.
Oh, and I also want to say I did see like a good bit of people talking about one of the commercials where they're like, oh yeah, we'll just basically look at everybody's Ring camera.
That's the one I'm talking about. Yeah,
where a dog is, like to locate a dog, and then like they basically just told us like they're gonna hack into our stuff and view it.
Well, I think so. This is a touchy topic, but I do feel strongly about it, so I'll talk about it. I think the way a lot of people took that, whether they meant it or not, they can and probably will use it for this, unfortunately. With all the stuff with ICE going on in the world, people took it as that. People took it as like they're going to find people with these cameras and track people down and send ICE and that sucks. That's like awful.
I didn't realize they were saying that. I thought they were saying like.
I mean, all of it. You could,
privacy.
General spying, yeah, but like I think particularly, especially with everything going on in the world, that's I think where a lot of people kind of took from that.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Well, should we move on from the Super Bowl because it's a little.
Yeah, it got dark. Yeah, Super Bowl sucked, dude. It was bad. Good job, Bad Bunny. Everything else awful.
Literally.
The last thing I wanted to do, and we'll call a stream after this one. This will be the last thing. Is this is going to be, maybe if this works out, this might be stupid. You guys let me know if this was a stupid idea. I wanted to do a weekly segment called Is it this or is it AI? So, well, let me pull it up.
I'm so excited. Again, we disclosed Blake is doing this for me to choose is it this or AI, and I have not seen any of them yet, so I'm really excited.
Yes. Also, I want to say that I went into this not knowing exactly how it would go, and I'm afraid it might suck. I don't use generative AI a lot. I don't really mess with it too much. When it first came out, I definitely looked at it just because it's like, that's different, that's weird. But after like,
Yeah.
the initial novelty of it, I kind of was like, wait, it's kind of terrible, it's kind of boring, and it's being used for really bad, in bad ways. So I stopped messing with generative AI. But then I see all the stuff Sora can do. I see so many like TikToks where it's like, is that AI? Is that you know what I mean? Like it's crazy. I don't
I
have
have to show
Sora.
you TikTok sometimes.
Obviously, I don't have Sora, so you're gonna see some of these maybe are like not as realistic as I would like them to have been. But so the segment is it AI or is it something else? Is this week I decided to do, is it Digimon or is it AI? Cynthia and I have a VHS player in our room. We have a little TV and a VHS player in our room because we don't have a big TV with like internet, or we don't have like Netflix in our room or whatever. But we sometimes, like, we haven't done it in a while, but on the weekends or whatever at night, we'll we have a bunch of old VHSs from when we were kids, and we got some for cheap from like garage sales or whatever, Facebook yard sale. But
We've collected quite a few.
we got quite a collection of old VHSs from the 90s and 2000s, and we will pop them in our little VHS player and watch them sometimes. And one time we would take turns picking movies, because I have like my stack of all these like little kid boy movies, and she has her stack of like princess movies, and
Yo.
we kind of will take turns. So the one that I wanted her to watch pretty early on was the Digimon movie, which was one of my favorite movies as a kid. And we watched it, and I think she hated it, to be honest, but
I felt tortured, actually. Let's just say that.
I was thinking, because she like knows a little bit about Pokemon, but she doesn't know anything about Digimon. So I was wondering, could she tell the difference between a Digimon or an AI generated image of what AI thinks a Digimon is? We're gonna see how good AI is at tricking Cynthia into thinking it's a Digimon.
Who has, like, base level knowledge? I've seen basically an episode or two of Digimon.
And I think this could be a fun segment where we not Digimon every week, but every week it could be like, is it something else, or is it AI? So maybe if it works, it may suck. And you guys let me know. This may be the stupidest thing I've ever come up with. We'll see. So can you see my screen? You're ready?
I'm ready. And just remember, it might be a little delayed.
Okay. So here's an example. This is a Digimon. This is a Digimon.
Okay.
This thing right here, that's a Digimon. That's what a Digimon looks like. That's the very popular one that most people know. This is the baseline of a Digimon, just so you know what a Digimon is.
Okay, I got it in my mind. I'm
So
ready.
from here on out, they could be either an AI or a Digimon. I'm not going to tell you how many of each there are or anything. You just tell me, is it a Digimon or an AI? All right.
Okay. I'm scared.
Is this a Digimon? Oh, and there, chat, feel free to play along, especially if you don't know Digimon. Feel free to play along. So is this first one Digimon or AI?
I'm gonna say Digimon.
That's your final answer? Is this a Digimon?
That's my final answer.
Chat,
Don't
get
try
your
to fearmonger me.
get your. I'm not. I'm just wondering. Chat, get your answers in. This is a Digimon.
Yes. Okay, that's one for me.
What do you think about this made a Digimon for you?
Okay, I saw a lot of textures. I saw shiny. I saw like the little eye sparkle, the little shiny on his back. It looked very similar to the first one.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Got it. Also, I should say, I think I
Lot of
already told. That makes sense. I already told Cynthia this. I'll let you guys know. I tried to pick a variety of the Digimon arts that I used, because if you just Google like a certain Digimon, it has like a standard art. And they all, like, for example, I think this one was not the standard art, because they all look a little more 90s, like less polished, more like kind of gritty. But they also were very, very, very uniform. So I also tried to get some AI ones that were like kind of look like that too. But I tried to mix up the art style of the actual Digimon I used, because I didn't want it to be too uniform that it was too easy, because it would have been super easy. All right, is this a Digimon or AI?
Okay. It's almost. Oh, okay. He looks a little scary. Oh. If I'm going based on what I said on the last one with all the shading, I would say Digimon, but he looks extremely scary. Like his eyes are like bug eyes, and that gives AI vibes to me. I'm gonna say AI.
You think this is an AI?
I do.
This is an AI.
Oh, nice.
And
Man, I'm good at this.
I put this one towards the front. I want to point out, I don't think you noticed, he has 4 fingers over here and 3 on this side.
Nope, didn't even notice that. It was the
Yeah,
eyes. That's what made me think it was AI.
that makes sense. See, they
I
definitely
do
have
see
a
that now that you
more
say it.
the anime eye over here as compared to this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to the third one, dude. Is this Digimon or AI?
Oh. Oh, God. What the heck is that? Okay, I think this is a trick. I think it's Digimon.
You think this is Digimon?
Yeah.
This
I think
is
it's supposed to throw me.
a Digimon.
Yes. Dang. I thought you were trying to trick me.
Nope.
I mean, I didn't fall for it.
And I'm gonna say,
The lettering threw me off. I thought it was going to be AI because of the lettering.
oh
But
yeah,
then I looked closer at it. I was like, I think that would be in Digimon.
this was one of my favorite Digimon as a kid. I had like 5 toys of this guy. I had a big toy, I had a little toy, I had all kinds of toys of this guy. This was my favorite Digimon.
Nice. I like him. He's cool.
I thought he was, but what do I know, dude? I'm just a dork. I think Digimon actually kind of is bad now that I've, been into stuff more. Like, it's kind of just a bad anime. Alright, and this one, is this a Digimon or an AI?
Oh, God. He has so much going on. Okay, I know for sure I've never seen... If this is a Digimon, I've never seen this one. I'm gonna go Digimon again. He's very complex.
I believe this is a Digimon.
He's really complex.
This is an AI.
Oh, dang.
It got you one time.
AI tricked me.
It got you one time.
Okay.
It's alright, we'll just move on.
Okay, I was doing pretty good.
That's okay, just one. Is this a Digimon or AI?
Ooh. Okay, this looks like a Pokemon. Oh, God. Dang. I'm gonna say Digimon again.
You going for Digimon?
Yeah.
This is an AI.
Dang.
And I want to point out that its tail goes into itself right here.
Okay, I noticed that. I thought it was like a
Just like a
special
design
ability
choice?
or something. Yeah, I thought it was like a special ability.
Okay, and I didn't even notice he has another second tail back here.
Yeah, I thought it like wrapped around. I thought it was like an illusion,
That makes sense. I mean, Digimon are weird, to be fair. Digimon are weird.
But he had the softer eyes. He had shading. The things I was looking for.
Right. That makes sense.
I failed twice, so.
Alright. Is this a Digimon or is this an AI?
Oh. Okay, the quality has changed. That's interesting. His eyes are kind of scary. But he looks very anime. Digimon.
Digimon? That is a Digimon.
Yes. I didn't get tricked again.
Nice. That's good of you. Are you getting nervous now?
Yes. I've already failed twice.
Alright. Alright, what about this one? Is this a Digimon or is this an AI?
Oh. Little witch boy. Or girl. Okay, I recognize the lettering that was on that guy you really liked. I think it was on slide 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say he's also a Digimon.
That is a Digimon.
Nice. Okay, I want to say this about Digimon. Very diverse set of characters.
Yes.
Like, it's not just animals like Pokemon. It's people.
They literally go everywhere from like little blobs with like the tiniest details to like basically humans.
Yeah.
This right here, I remember
It's really interesting.
This was Wizardmon, and I really liked him. And that's a kind of a cool detail that you notice that the lettering is similar to the other Digimon. I didn't even think about that.
Left hand, the symbol to his left hand. I remember seeing that on that slide 5.
Interesting. I didn't even think about that, like giving it away. All right. Now, what about this one though? Is that a Digimon or is that an AI?
That looks like a Pokemon, like Machamp.
That does not look like Machamp. Respectfully, that does not look like
I mean, he's
Machamp.
not a cactus. Okay, he's not a cactus, but he has like the eyes.
Oh, you're talking about
Whole eyes.
Machamp doesn't have whole eyes.
The other one then. Okay, anyway.
Anyway,
Would they have a cactus Digimon? Mm. I'm gonna go. Okay, the reason I'm saying this answer is because the proportions don't make sense. So I'm gonna say AI.
this is a Digimon.
Dadgummit.
I was actually gonna say that so far none of the ones that were Digimon have thrown you off. It's just been the AI ones,
Yeah.
but then this one caught you.
This one got me. I thought like the hands being different sizes. I know it's like him punching.
Yeah.
And then the foot looked weird. That left foot looks too
I
flat.
do think it's
That's
supposed to
why
be
I
him
was
like kind of punching upward, like almost like he's jumping, but it's just
Yeah.
looks kind of odd.
It's just that one foot, honestly, for me. It looked so flat. Like there's
Yeah.
no depth to it.
I get
Anyway,
that.
Okay. I failed that one really bad.
All right, what about this Digimon or AI?
Oh gosh. Guns? Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm getting stressed out. Okay, AI. Let's do AI. I think I feel confident about that.
This is a Digimon.
Gosh darn.
Digimon, like you
What's
said, are
that?
diverse. Some of them are just goth kids
I was
with
surprised by that.
weapons.
I'm very surprised by that.
All right,
Okay,
all right.
next one.
What about this one? Digimon or AI?
Digimon or AI? Oh god. Oh jeez. I mean, that looks a little scary for kids. But the last one was kind of scary, you know, for Digimon. AI.
This is an AI.
Yes. Oof.
What do you think gave this one away?
It was a little bit more creepy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
A little too
I
creepy
could
for
see,
sure.
like, yeah. Like his cracked skull, his teeth. Little too spiky, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
He gave me extra creepy.
I could see that. Like it would just scare a kid.
Yeah.
All right. What about this one? Digimon or AI?
Okay, this is a complete flip. He's so cute. I love him. Digimon.
That is a Digimon.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Digimon,
He's
AI.
so cute. I love him.
This one or the last one?
The last one.
I got you.
Okay. His eyes are a little like bulging again. But also, oh man. AI.
That's an AI.
Yes. And I'm going to tell you why I think that.
Mm-hmm.
Or why I said that. It's because on that right foot, one of the little spikes goes to the back. But on the left foot, they're all to the front.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, those little things like that definitely give it away. It's hard to like, because like when I got this design, I was like, that does kind of look like a Digimon, like it could be, but
It
like
could, yeah.
they just mess things up. You know what I mean? And if I ask it to recreate it, it's just gonna get worse. If I'm
No,
like
I actually
fix
think
his foot,
it's a really good one.
yeah.
Like,
That's why I was
think,
afraid.
Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, go ahead.
I just was afraid this my idea might be a flop because like I think AI is just gonna mess stuff up like that. You know, it just
Well, it's tricked me 4 times.
yeah.
I think this one's a really good one, and I think the reason that I started to catch on is that I started to look for those imperfections because you pointed them out.
Right. Maybe I shouldn't have said
But it's
anything.
not glaringly Yeah, no, it's fine. It's just not glaringly noticeable to me without you pointing that out to me.
All right, we got this is the
Next.
last one. Do we have Digimon or AI?
Oh dear Lord. Oof. I mean, that's frightening. That's the word I would give it. But also, kind of silly. And I feel like Digimon likes a little silly. Ugh. The eyes are going different ways. Digimon.
This one is a Digimon.
Yes.
Not bad, dude. I
Okay,
think you
how
got
many-
3 wrong. Let's see. You
Four.
got,
I got
4.
four wrong.
You got this one wrong. I think you got this one wrong too.
Yeah, I got 2 back-to-back wrong.
You got this one wrong. And then you
the
got
next
this one
as
wrong.
well.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you got 2 of each kind. Like 2 Digimon you thought were AI and 2 AI you thought were Digimon.
Yep. I really like doing that. I thought it was fun. Especially, I don't know a lot about different things.
Yeah.
Like, I could think you could do the next one maybe. Is it anime or is it AI? Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, I have a few ideas written down, but also chat may think it's stupid. And AI is just a controversial topic. I always feel kind of iffy about talking about it anyway, because like,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes it's just like something people are like so negative on that they don't even want to like. I get it. Sometimes the whole point of this is I think AI art sucks, dude. I just wanted to see if like it could even replicate Digimon, and I think when you start looking at it like closely, it doesn't.
Yeah,
Like-
I actually think that you're going with that side of it because you're showing it doesn't really compare. I mean, I got tricked, but again, I didn't start looking for the little things until you told me. what
Exactly. That's kind of my point. Is that like, and these are the better ones. Like I had a few that I was like, this is. One looked like a damn transformer, like a bumblebee. I was like, that's not even a Digimon. I mean,
I mean,
but, like-
I think it's the one you sent me. It didn't even. I mean, it looked like a transformer. Yeah, it looked like transformer.
like in my opinion, as someone who grew up watching Digimon, I feel like this one to me was the closest. And its fingers are
Yeah.
weird. Like, so I don't know. It might be a
Tell
stupid
it to
idea.
Fix it.
It'll just
No, I like
make
it.
it
I think it's
worse.
cool.
But chat, you let me know, guys. Is that stupid? Is something? Dude, is there an idea here? Are we no on AI? Is AI so like negative we don't even want it? Because I'm all for the people. If people hate it, I won't do it. But
I mean, if you really look at this WebFishing Wednesday, it's gonna be like, okay, the first half was like us just yapping
about
to the ends of
movies,
the earth. Yeah, and then the last half is like, oh, that's a little controversial topics right there.
yeah. How do you lean politically?
back to
And is this a Digimon?
Yeah. Let's evaluate your soul and also is it a
Your
Digimon
soul.
or AI?
Are you a good person or do you listen to Kid Rock? Damn
Or is this
diggity.
AI?
Is this Kid Rock or AI? That hold on, that could be something. Is this a Kid Rock song or an AI made song?
No, we're not giving him nothing. Gosh dang. I don't know what the abbreviation they say, so they don't get in trouble, but whatever they say, that's what he is.
Now, this one you can tell is AI because I can understand the words.
Right.
Well, Chad, dude, that was... Well, hold on. Before I say that, let me read off my sheet here. I gotta say this. Chat, thank you guys so much. And I wanted to mention before we go, check out the Discord. I think everyone here is already in the Discord probably. But if you're listening and you're not in the Discord, dude, Cynthia, would you mind sending the Discord link just in case?
Yes, oh my gosh, I'm not prepared. Hold
Oh,
on.
that's okay. Sorry, I should have said. If you're on TikTok, you probably have to go to Twitch to see this. And if you're on Twitch, she's about to send the link. But you can join the Discord. We have lots of ideas. We want to get people more involved and just do stuff that's interactive. Kind of hear from the community and do stuff that you guys like. Because the whole point of this is I want to entertain people and I want to, maybe make people's days a little brighter. Or just give them a way to pass time that's enjoyable. So, the best way for me to do that is like help me help you, like I'm not saying give me your ideas, like help me write the script necessarily, but just like if there's something you're interested in, there's something you want to see, like I'd be happy to like at least look into it, see what's up. I love hearing from
We're
everyone.
open.
Yeah, we're open to
We're
ideas.
open.
Give me just movie suggestions if you want to be part of the movie club, dude. And that's another thing. Again, I'll say it. This week's movie club is Fear Street Prom Queen. So if you can and you want to make time, watch that, and we'll all talk about it. Also, if you can, I won't make any promises. I don't know if I'll get it in, but we'll try and watch Iron Lung before next week, so we can all talk about that as well.
I'm looking forward to that.
That'll be fun. And also, I just wanted to say, I'm going to start uploading these on YouTube. I'm not going to upload them in 30-minute segments like I used to at some point with WebFishing Wednesday. It's all going to be like one video. But if you missed anything or if you just want to watch these, you can check these out. And a lot of the old WebFishing Wednesdays, too, you can check those out on my YouTube. So please check that out. Also, I do Let's Plays. I've been playing Avowed. I've been playing a little bit of Fortnite, a little bit of Marvel Rivals. I have lots of videos on there you can check out. Check my Twitch out if you're not on Twitch listening to this. And check out my TikTok if you're not on TikTok watching this. Because that's where I upload all my clips, my shorts mostly. But I just want to say appreciate you guys so much. Dude, it was fun. I'm really, really excited to get back into this and just do something that's more like, oriented to the audience. Something where people can get involved and talk more. I love playing video games, and I love yapping over video games. I'm going to stream some Avowed tomorrow night, hopefully. But I like doing stuff where I feel like you guys get to be more interactive and talk and watch stuff with us and interact with games and stuff. So I'm hoping this,
And
we
also,
can...
I noticed that a lot of your crowd is, people who are married. So this might be conversations they have with their spouses.
That's true.
So I think that's also relatable for us as well.
Right, for sure. Maybe that's something we could do. Maybe for like an episode, we could have like an episode that's about couples or about dating. Something, I don't know, something, anything.
Heck yeah.
But
we can get advice.
Yeah.
Unsolicited.
I might need advice. Who knows?
Hey, we might need advice, and we can give some advice. We've been through a lot.
But that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Cynthia, do you have anything you want to say before we go?
Thank you for including me. I really had a great time. We had so many more topics to talk about. We love to yap. That's clear because we didn't even get through half, or maybe right at half. And I just can't wait for next week to do it again on Blake's birthday.
Thanks.
29.
Well, Chad, dude, that's pretty much it. And I just wanted to, of course, thank you guys for your continued support. And I also just want to say, I feel I don't want to apologize because I had personal reasons. We both had personal reasons for ending web fishing when we did. We just had a lot going on in our life, and I just kind of needed the time, away from it. So that kind of sucks. I was bittersweet because I needed it. I really needed it, but it also sucked. I really enjoy doing this, and I'm glad that I'm in a spot in my life where I can do it again. And just this kind of feels icky to be honest, but just to talk about the I don't know even what to call it, but the viewership part of it. This to be quite frank, web fishing was super successful, and I never did it because I thought it'd be successful. I wasn't I didn't have this master plan that web fishing would give me a lot of hype. It just did. For my standard, anyway. I'm not that a huge YouTuber or streamer or whatever, but for my standard of someone who just does it for fun and loves it,
it's the biggest thing that you do.
It's by far none. Nothing's even come close to it, really. It was so successful, and I just was blown away by the support it got. And again, it's a lot of personal reasons and just stuff going on in our life while we had to step away from it. And it kind of sucked because all that went away, to some degree. I still got a lot of support from people. People still continuously, from back then, still support me. Lumen Ray has been around since pretty much the beginning of that. And she's still here. So thank you for everyone who does that, especially Lumen Ray. And I just think that, it sucks that we kind of lost all that momentum. You know what I mean? Because I really enjoy it. I didn't step away from it because I didn't like it, is at least what I can say. And I hated that we lost the momentum, and I'm just hoping that we can get back there. You know what I mean? And even if we don't, it doesn't matter. It's for fun, dude. It's if one person watches me, that's one person who spent their time watching me, and that means a lot. So that's cool.
And you put a lot of effort into it, so I think you'll get what you put out. And we put a lot into this, and we're gonna keep doing it.
But that's pretty much all I wanted to say, dude. Again, check out the Discord, check out all my socials. And I just hope that we can get more people involved and make this even better than it was originally. Make it more involved with the community. But I hope everyone has a good night, and I appreciate you guys hanging out. I will see you next Wednesday. We're going to try and come up with some ideas. We'll see what we come up with. We got a lot left over from this one. Birthday stream. Well, chat, I hope you guys have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow for Avowed.